Hello, hello. You got levels? Have we got lag? Let's have a look. Waiting for it. There we go. All good. Right, we are back on Stormblood. We're going to continue our way through post-Stormblood content. We have literally 14 quests, I think, left to do. Hoping to get through 7 today. We'll see. Did start a little bit late. But we'll see, we'll see. Hey, Brett, how you doing? How are things? Right, I say we just jump straight into it talking to Alice. Right, sisterly act. Right, Alice is impatiently fussing with her link pearl. Leave the link pearl alone. Right. Oh, Sunbucks. If you come here hoping for news, I'm afraid there isn't any. You're good, Brett? That's good. That's what I like to hear. What have you been up to lately? Everything exactly as it was. Eustola is still investigating primals in the Far East. Thancred is still gathering intelligence in the Imperial provinces, and Alphino is still out there somewhere. Yesterday was last day at the hotel. Wait, there we go. You looking forward to the new job? Are you looking forward? When do you start exactly? Oh, you have a week. There we go. That answers that one. Are you looking forward to it? Oh. So Alphino is still out there somewhere. Interesting. That's right, because he disappeared to Garlemald. Alphino left us, and I don't think we're going to see him again until we're into Shadowbringers. We'll have to wait and see. There's been no word since his first scheduled report, nor does he respond to calls. And all the while, I'm just meant to sit here around here waiting. It's driving me mad. You are? That's good. That's what I like to hear. Oh, well, I'm excited for you too. Oh, begging your pardons, I bear a message from the Eorzean Alliance. Oh, it's a herald. Thank the gods for that. We have a visitor. Good. Alice is distracted. That's good, isn't it? Welcome to the Rolling Stones. If you have a message, I should be most eager to hear it. Currently, I'm at my partner's house alone while they're both at work, enjoying not having my parents bother me. Fair enough. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, I've just spent the week around my partner's house. That's why I didn't stream over the weekend. I was over there Friday night and stayed over till this morning before work. Came home this morning. But yeah, it was nice and relaxing. You know, the weekend was nice. Not because I don't like my family. I do. It was just nice to be out, I guess. Nice to be away. Although I did miss my computer. Oh well. Yeah. Right, we're eager to hear the message. My lady, the Alliance leadership will soon convene to discuss the matter of Ascian interference, and they humbly request the presence of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Okay, well we can go. Having assessed intelligence provided by the Alamiga Resistance concerning the whereabouts of Xenos' remains, they too suspect Ascian involvement and wish to deliberate a suitable course for action. As the foremost authorities on our foe, your Order's counsel would be most welcome. Oh, of course. We would be glad to assist in whatever way we can. With almost everyone else afield, I say this one falls to us. By which I mean, I'm not going on my own. You'll come with me, I trust. Yeah. Of course I will. But I've got 5 cats, 2 ferrets, 2 guinea pigs, and some fish to deal with. The cats are the ones that are a bit needy right now. Ah, fair enough, yeah. I went from 2 cats to 3, so. Having said that, one of them's very independent in that he literally spends 99% of his time curled up on the sofa. Doesn't have to be sat next to someone, just curled up on the sofa. It's like the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, he'll get off and go outside to, you know, to do his business, and then he'll come back in, curl up on the sofa, and, you know, 12 hours later he'll get off, have his dinner or whatever, then go back onto the sofa, and then a couple of hours later, that's it, he goes outside, does his business or whatever, you know, comes back in on the sofa. It's just insane. Spends the whole night on the sofa. It's just crazy. I've never known a cat to be so lazy. But yeah, so I didn't really have to deal with that one. And then the other 2 aren't really that needy. Like, of my partner's cats, they're really not that needy, to be honest. One of them avoids me kind of like the plague. I think it's just because he's not really used to me. Like he's seen me loads. She's had this one since I've been with her, and I've been with her a long time. So I don't know. I think it's because I just don't live there. That's it. I think because I don't live there, he's not too fond of me. Like he'll get a bit skittish, you know, when I get too close to him. But you know, and then the third one, they haven't long had the first one and the third one. Well, I say haven't had a couple years. But the third cat, he gets skittish around everyone other than my girlfriend. So in terms of cats, I've had to deal with like nothing all weekend. It's been great. Oh, and then I come home and one of mine's just like crawling around my legs and swarming me. Oh Jesus, it's cute, but yeah. Streaming on a Monday. Weird. I've been streaming on a Monday for like a month now, a month and a half, 6 weeks ish. Yeah, quite. I've been streaming on a Monday for quite some time. Anyway, Alice says, there you have it. We accept the invitation. Thank you. The time and date of the meeting will be shared in due course, but I can confirm that the council will take place in Alamigo. By your leave. Bye-bye. Okay. Thanks for letting us know there's a meeting going on, but don't tell us when it is. Nice one. I somehow doubt we'll have anything useful to offer, but standing mutely at a meeting would still be better than nothing I've been doing of late. Let's make ready to depart, shall we? Thancred, what's going on, man? Thancred? Oh, who's this? Wait, is he... Oh my god, it's real! We haven't seen him in like... Well, actually, was he in Heavensward? He might have been like... Was he in Heavensward? He might have been in Heavensward. Like, right at the start? Either way, it's been like at least an expansion and a half since we've seen this guy. Alright, just be careful when you're on the road back, you hear? Did I hear right, Rio? Is Thancred coming back? Aye, that he is. Says he's acquired some important intelligence. Being in Guardian territory now, he couldn't risk sharing the particulars in the case the Imperials were listening in. So he said he'd head back as quick as he could to make sure someone was waiting for him in the Alamigan Quarter. Understood. Sunbucks and I will go. There we go. We're bound for Alamigo anyway, and there's sure to be time before the council begins. Come on, let's be off. For the first time, I've turned on the radiator and put a jumper on. Oh. Oh. Oh, I couldn't think of anything worse than turning the radiator on. Mine's permanently off. Can you see? You guys can just barely see it. Just there. It's permanent. It's been turned off for like 6 years, 5 or 6 years now. No, longer than that. 7 years maybe. It's been turned off since I've been in this room because, oh my god, it gets freaking warm in here. I mean, right now we're currently sat in 28 degrees Celsius. I don't know what is that in what's that in Fahrenheit? Let's figure it out. Right, 28 C2F. 80. Okay, 82 degrees Fahrenheit probably doesn't sound too hot, to be honest. I've heard hotter, but still 28 degrees Celsius. Whatever it was, 84 Fahrenheit, whatever, you know. Oh, you literally put me to sleep when I was around because it's too warm. Yeah, I know, it's really hot here, it's ridiculous. And when I say here, I don't mean in the country, or even this region of the country, because it's bloody freezing outside. In this room, this localised area, it's boiling. It's because I've got all these devices on, there's so many devices in the room. So, yeah. Right. We're bound for Alamigo anyway, and there's sure to be time before the council begins. Come on, let's be off. I get the feeling the council's going to be the next quest. Like, we've been told now, and they're probably setting us up for like 1 or 2 quests down the line. 82 is hot depending on where you live in the US. Oh, fair enough. If you say so, I have no idea. I mean, the best comparison I have is 28 degrees Celsius. 29. Sorry, 29. Keep in mind, I've only just recently started streaming. It does get hotter in here when I stream, because for some reason, it does stress the computer out a bit. And unfortunately, that is the downsides of running a one PC streaming setup. So, yeah. Why am I going out of here? I want to teleport. Yeah, the PC does get a bit warm. I think if I was to do a 2 PC streaming setup, then it probably wouldn't get that warm. It probably wouldn't get any warmer because I don't. Yeah. Yeah, no, it wouldn't. I don't think. Not really. I think the only reason it gets warm is because I use GPU encoding, which means the already warm GPU has extra load on it. Although it's not the GPU, is it? It's a. If we're being all like nitty picky and technical, it's a completely separate chip, but whatever. You know, the card itself gets warm. Right, but yeah. Anyway, Dan Clipbard, it's not really been that long. You two are a sight for sore eyes. Now all I need is water for my parched throat. Fetch me a cup, will you? Trapezing through Imperial territory is thirsty work. Yeah, I'd say it's been a while, thank you, but I don't think it has. I think we saw you, like, last stream.
God, I needed that.
Just chill until Max gets home, which he should soon. And what time zone is Max in? And yeah, to be honest, in here it gets quite humid as well. Like it is a humid heat in here. It's bit annoying, to be honest, Brett. It's, you know, humid heat is the worst. I don't mind dry heat. Dry heat, I'm so happy with dry heat. Humid heat. Eastern New Jersey. Oh, it's the same as Strange then, I see. So yeah, so 5 hours behind. Oh. Yes, 5 hours behind now. I think over the last few days, you probably would have been 6. Is that right? Or 4? Because I know the time zone, the daylight savings time switch is a week apart in the US and UK. There we go. Yeah, so it was 4, but then over the weekend, yeah, a weekend just gone, they went back. So it would have been a weekend just gone, right? How long ago did we go back? Was it 2 weeks ago we went back, or 1 week? I don't remember. Time's a fickle thing in my head. 2, okay. Fair enough. But yeah, for 1 week, they went back this gone weekend. Oh, so we went back a week ago then, so last weekend. As in, no. Whatever. Yeah, I'm following what you're saying. You live in Eastern now. Well, fair enough. There you go. I'll be honest. I would love to live I would love to live in the UK, but following the Eastern time zone, because I am very much a night person. But you know, apparently I have to work. So.
I won't bother telling you to catch your breath. Whatever brought you galloping back to us, I assume it's urgent.
Quite. Without further ado, then.
Nap at 5, wake up at 11.
After the successful uprisings in Doma and Alamigo, rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit. Unfortunately, they did not fare quite so well.
Well, of course they didn't, because they didn't have us. Yeah, no, I'll be honest, that sounds like exactly what I would love to do. Like, I'll be honest, my favourite night ever gaming has to have been that time I was playing DayZ with a bunch of Canadians, and I stayed up till 7. For some reason, staying up till 7 in the morning on that particular, I think it must have been over a weekend, because I then went I went to sleep at 7 and woke up at like stupid o'clock in the afternoon. But just seeing the very faint blue glow outside for some reason, just such a good memory.
The Dalmascans paid the heaviest price. For their defiance, the Emperor made a show of razing their capital to the ground, prompting many of their neighbors to abandon thoughts of resistance.
Yeah, yeah, those Skype nights were also good, Vindex, yeah. I will be honest, I really do miss WoW, but back in the good old days. These days, I'll be honest, I look at WoW now and there's like no appeal to me, to be honest. I think all it is for me is nostalgia, looking back on like the good times. And I'm gonna be honest, even going back to play Wrath private servers, it's still not the same. Yeah, I can't get back into the old servers, to be honest. It's all just nostalgia to me now. So with my new job, my entire schedule changes. I go from working 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. to working anywhere from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Jesus. Well, just think, Brit, you'll get home nice and early compared to what you was at before. There you go. Or do you mean like you could start at 5 p.m. and, you know, I don't know what you get, you know, it depends. Like, it depends on what you mean. But if you mean like the latest, like your finish is 5 p.m., then that's not bad, is it? Pretty good. I mean, the 5 a.m. starts might suck, but you know, it'd be a 8-hour shift between those 12 hours. Yeah, so there you go. A 5 p.m. finish is really nice. I wish I could finish at 5. I mean, I could actually. I just have to get up early. Anyway, Dankwood, tell us about your stories. Tell us your tales.
But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation.
Fair enough, Brett, fair enough, yeah. Still, 5 a.m., 5 p.m., it's not terrible. You know, I mean, as in, like, doing an 8-hour shift in that period. Terrible. And just think, if you start at 5 a.m., you finish really early.
We have the shinobi to thank for spreading the good word. They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
There is at least a spark of hope, then.
Oh, guinea pigs are moving around right now. Got to clean their case
A
tonight.
spark in want of kindling, yes. The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad, many of whom would otherwise struggle to continue the fight.
First of all, I find it hilarious that he said material instead of just material. Oh, hang on a sec. It actually does say material. It's probably something I don't know about. Also, Brett, what you said there, the guinea pigs are moving around right now, got to clean their case tonight. For some reason, in my head, I applied a completely different context to it. I, for some reason, pictured in my head you as a scientist, and you just had a bunch of people locked in cages, and you're like, oh, the guinea pigs are moving around right now.
The support effort has been led by the Sultana and the Elder Seedseer, who have both seen enough Alamegan refugees to know the consequences of oppression. And for their troubles, they have quickly earned a reputation as folk heroes in certain corners of the Empire.
Also, speaking of Wrath of the Lich King WoW servers, I know it's against Blizzard's terms of service for you to play. Well, yeah, for you to play private servers, essentially, or something like that. I know that there's something against private servers in the Blizzard TOS. And the thing is, I don't think they can enforce, like, if you were to stream it, I don't think they can enforce anything on Twitch's end. I mean, sure, Blizzard could report you for playing on an illegitimate server. Whether or not Twitch would follow up on that, I have no idea. However, like, I know one of the big fears of people they don't want to stream private servers of World of Warcraft because they'd get banned on their actual World of Warcraft account. But bear with me here. With everything that's gone down with Blizz lately, and a lot of people have been cancelling their subs, myself included, should I really care about Blizzard and banning my account? I'm probably never going to play on retail again. Something to think about. Should I stream a World of Warcraft server? Like, I was playing Ascension a while back. And when I say a while back, I mean a couple months ago. That was good fun. You know? So.
That is all for the provinces. As for the Garlean motherland itself,
I would have to be incredibly careful with it, though, because I would have to make sure I'm covering the chat, because, oh my god, it is not moderated. Did Twitch just die? No. Yes, I think it did. Or at least on my phone it did. Hopefully it didn't for anyone else.
Our friend
And true,
the
Brit, yeah,
Populares
true.
have suffered something of a setback, I regret to say. Talk is rife that Doma has summoned a primal, and the Empire's more liberal voices are being drowned out in the fearful clamour for retribution.
You are right, Brit. You may very well be holding some people hostage in a cage. Fair enough. Yeah, you're right. We don't know what you do.
And who did they think orchestrated this summoning?
Oh, that's right, because we
Oh,
fought...
Any but those truly responsible. Xenos has seen to that.
We fought the... Oh, who was it? I forgot the name of the primal. But it was that moon primal.
Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well. Well enough, in fact, to enable him to personally tour the provinces, putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
Something else as well is that I think at the moment, particularly in this post-patch content for Stormblood, we should really be keeping our eyes open for any possible hints at what might be coming out in Endwalker, because we know that post-Heavensfall content apparently was a setup for Shadowbringers. Now, I'm wondering, and maybe something in Stormblood is setting up for Endwalker. Probably. I mean, we know that the Endwalker is the end of the Zodiac Heideling sort of, thing, storyline. So, it would make sense that basically everything up to Endwalker has been setting up for Endwalker. But there might be some very key things happening.
He walks in plain sight, and none suspect him. Then it's as we feared.
Wow, Vindex, lovely. Lovely, brilliant.
Yes. An Ascian wears his skin.
That's right, because we theorized that Xenos' dead body is being held by an Ascian. That's what we theorized, and I think that's what's going on here.
But
everyone seems to go along with it.
Which brought me here in such haste. During my time in the provinces, I learned many things. Yet at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
But Alphonse should have arrived by now. Could they be holding in there in secret?
Not good.
The possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination.
Where's what?
As you
Oh,
know,
yeah, no, yes.
Scions assigned to covert operations, such as Riol and myself, are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency.
That's right. I just remembered because we did that duty as Alphano right at the end of last stream, where we actually had to play as a summoner, and it was alright. It was fair enough. It was pretty decent. I'm looking forward to Endwalker. I'm looking forward to trying it. I know it's completely changed in Endwalker, but I'm looking forward to giving the new summoner a go. So, yeah, we know Alphano didn't reach his destination, and he met that really mysterious, Ascian Slayer. He had like 7 Ascian masks on his belt. It was like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, so we know he didn't actually reach his destination. Can I get a switch for my monitor so I don't have to keep swapping the VGA cable? Yes. What do you mean? Do you mean like a VGA merger? Yeah, I mean, I've got one for HDMI. I've got 2. I have like 4 or 5 different HDMI devices that go through 2 separate joiner boxes, and have one cable coming out connected to this monitor that I'm playing on. So my PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Switch. Actually, I think there's only 4 plugged into it in a minute, but there's I think I also left a 5th one spare for some reason. But they all go through this system, and it's all come out one cable. It's really janky, but yeah, you can do it. I just hate having to get up to change dual monitor and Xbox. Yeah, I mean, wait, so how? Hang on a sec. So you've got VGA out for your PC and Xbox One? I didn't know Xbox One supported VGA. Does it?
I mention this because it was originally Alphino's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one. And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
I see HDMI to VGA. Do you notice any problems with that? Any performance issues? Like, do you ever find that your Xbox stutters or you get like frame drops or anything? Or no? It's just because I'm pretty sure HDMI is a digital signal and VGA is an analog. And I know that there can be issues converting between digital and analog. Because I specifically remember doing the same thing with my old computer years ago. And I mean, admittedly, for me, it was slightly different. I was going from HDMI. Was it? I think it might have been HDMI to. No, sorry, I think it might have been DisplayPort to VGA. DV. Was it VGA? Not 100% sure on what it was, but it was an analog to digital conversion, and it was like destroying my performance, like to the point where people who had like much worse graphics cards than me were able to get much better performance. And I always thought, this is so weird. Like, I've got a really good graphics card comparatively. Why am I getting terrible performance? Why am I seeing lower frame rates? Why am I getting like, you know, like frame drops where like it was spike and I'd be like, oh my god, it's just frozen for me. Oh, there it's back. And it turned out it's because I was doing a conversion. And then when I literally switched, I then ended up switching just raw HDMI to HDMI, I think. And that just fixed everything. That's it. I was back up to normal. It's great. Forza's gonna look so good. Oh my god! Did you watch the video I sent you from Faerie? Oh my god, it looks so good.
You spoke with Alphino?
Spoke with? No. I but heard his voice, and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out. The burn.
The burn. What's the burn?
The wasteland on the edge of Otherd.
That's the
Something
one.
must have happened to them there.
That's right. We found out what
There's
the burn
no time
was.
to waste. We must make for the burn at once.
Oh, going to the burn apparently. Oh no, wait, we've got a meeting.
I had a feeling you might say that.
Why did things just get louder, dude?
And? I can't very well sit around here drinking tea if Alphino's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in emergencies. So I'm going, and that's the end of it.
Oh, okay, apparently I'm getting involved as well. Yeah, we're going. I don't know.
Oh, far be it from me to change your minds.
Am I getting forced to do it? I've already installed it. It's already installed. All 100, was it 100 gigs? 101 gig or something? Absolutely insane. It's ridiculous. But yeah, it's installed. Yeah, there you go, 102 gig, yeah. I got it installed. It took all night. It took forever. But yeah, it's installed. No, I'm not. Game Pass. I'm not paying for a game I get on Game Pass. Don't be silly. Oh. So no, I can't play it right now. I've got to wait. Yeah, got to wait. So I'd be honest, I did try booting it up earlier. When you messaged about it earlier, I tried booting it up. And yeah, it just says, whoa, like it's something like it comes up with that message saying like, I don't remember what it says, but it's like whoa, rein it in a bit. I downloaded it from the app to my Xbox before I went to bed. Fair enough, there you go. Right, loath am I to neglect making preparations. Why did? Oh, for some reason I thought that your too early message that you just sent triggered my my bot, but no, that's just a timed bot thing. Yeah, you're too early. That's the one. Right. Loath am I to neglect making preparations for the council. We must act swiftly before Alphino's trail goes cold. I propose we first pay Ian a visit. He's sure to want to hear about these developments, and he may well be able to advise us on how best to reach the burn. A sound plan. And Eustola is in Doma, is she not? I dare say she would join you in the search if you asked her nicely. While you all see to that, I shall go to report my findings to the Alliance. You may leave any preparations to the Council to me. Oh, okay, there we go. Thank you, Sancred. Right, to Doma then. We have much more to share with you, Stola. There we go, that sorts that one out. We aren't needed at all then. Fair enough. We don't even need to attend the council. I thought it would be a job for... Oh, bloody Doma Enclave, of course. I thought it would be a job for the next quest, but no, Thanker's got it covered. I like it. But yeah, you're too early. That's the one. It's a bit annoying, because I'll be honest, when you go to the premium edition part of the Microsoft store, that it does say on there that you get that with, like, it doesn't explicitly say you get the premium edition with Game Pass, but when you're on the page it says this game is included with Game Pass, and I thought, do we get the premium edition? Yeah! So I thought install it, give it a go, and no, it turns out no, we don't get the premium edition. It's just the base game. I suppose we shouldn't really complain, it's free. Well, it's covered by our Game Pass subs, whatever. Hey Stola, how you doing? Another voice scene? No. That's curious indeed. While other matters demand my attention at present, I shall bear with you what you have held me in mind. Should you notice any change, do not hesitate to seek me out. Thank you, my lady, you are most kind. Well, well, two faces from the dim and distant past. Want to know something crazy? Yeah, go on then. Come now, it hasn't been that long. Who was that you were speaking with? A local miner who supplies crystals for the rebuilding effort. Of late, he claims to have struggled to find a crystal with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Started doing this 6 years ago. That is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it was, you're right. Because I joined FJ in the May. Well, I mean, you joined it in the March, but you know, yeah, that year, and then you left in the September, didn't you? Is that right? Been a while. Upon learning that I had some knowledge of Aether, he came seeking my counsel. Just now, he brought me one of his recent finds. It was precisely as he described, devoid of elemental energy, and eerily reminiscent of the deaspected crystals that manifested in Eorzea in the days prior to the calamity. It would be wise to investigate this phenomenon more closely. Indeed, but on a more positive note, the locals seem to have taken a liking to you. More an interest in than a liking to you, I think. The sight of a Mikote with particular contraption upon her head has a certain novelty value in these parts. Any actual regard they may have for me, I owe wholly to you and the others who came before. Everyone here has been exceedingly cooperative, and I am pleased to report that I have but concluded my investigation. Simply put, by focusing one's will upon an Aether-infused object of worship, it is possible to conduct a summoning. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. So the fact that they are objects of worship is the key? That they are themselves suffused with the requisite belief? Also what? Also what? Correct. Such sacred relics as the Kojin collect obivate the need for religious fervour in the summoning. Yotsuyu being the most obvious example, she had but to associate the artifact given to her by Asahi with the divine, and it served to amplify her desires and give them that form. A form nourished through the power of crystals, also provided by her brother, and thus was Tsukuyomi's. That's the one. Tsukuyomi was the lunar primal, who I suspect may pop up again in Endwalker. I'm not 100% sure, you know. You better set up the wheel for Forza. Forza doesn't play well with the wheel. I tried it on Forza 4 and it was horrible. Like, because you can't... What is it? You can't... There's something you can't do with the wheel that you can do with the controller. I'll give it a go, but it honestly, playing with the wheel in Horizon 4 was horrible. It was like quite possibly one of the worst driving games. Not the worst. I'll tell you what the worst is. I think it was it Dirt? It might have been Dirt was like the worst game I've ever played with the wheel. I played it on stream. I'm pretty sure I streamed it. But it was horrible. Right, and thus Tsukuyomi brought into being. Yeah, so Tsukuyomi was the lunar primal. Which brings me to the question of preventative measures, to which I have yet to find a satisfactory answer. At present, I know of naught that will avail us, save to keep watch over the movement of relics and crystals, as if we did not have enough to keep watch over already. Interesting stuff, but I doubt you came all this way to hear that which may be produced in a report. Has something happened to Alphino? No. Yeah, actually, no, yes, something did happen to Alphino. I've forgotten it already. I remember now, but I had forgotten it. I shall join you in the search, of course. Oh my god, my reading's starting to go downhill from here. Thank you, Stola. I should be glad of your help, truly. Talking to the wheel, when are you going to redo the real-time ATS streams again? Sorry, the real-time... What do you mean real-time ATS streams? Do you just mean ATS streams? Is that what you're getting at there? I don't know. Well, probably not gonna, to be honest. Not with ATS. They were good fun, but... Yeah. I'm probably just going to stick to Final Fantasy and then Minecraft once 1.18 launches. I want an 8-hour stream during one run. Right. Well, I never did real-time ATS streams before. That's what you're getting at, like, as in like actual real time. Although that can be, it would be boring. But would it? See, this is where I need to be able to get channel points to actually interact with the game, because then people could redeem things like an animal running in front of the road, which would, if I hit it, that's it. It counts as like a fine, or it like severely damaged cargo or something. You know, then we also need to make it so you can affect weather and set up road closures. So I have to then have to go different ways, and that would be so. Could you imagine? That would be so cool if like you could see the map I'm driving on, and you could if you've got enough points, you could draw on the map where the closure is and how long it goes for, where it starts, where it ends, and it would calculate how many points it's worth, and you'd spend that much points. That would be so cool. And it would be possible, like, to set up the site and have it like dynamic points and stuff. I know how to do all that. You can do that with code and stuff. I've already looked into API calls. It's kind of how the Minecraft plugin works. The only downside is I don't know how to make it work with the game. But it'd be really cool. Hydrate, here you go then. Dankeschön. But yeah, that would be so cool. I'm not going to look into it because I know it's probably possible. Did you ever play Devilian by chance? No, I don't know what Devilian is. What's Devilian? All right. Now, if there's nothing else, I should go on ahead and request an audience with Lord Heon. Apparently, we're requesting an audience with Lord Heon. This quest has taken us 40 minutes to do. Alice puts on a brave face, but she has a little talent for concealment. We should join her at the Kian Khan. It was an MMORPG, ARPG run by Trion. No, I didn't play Devilian. I don't think. Did it go by any other names, or is that the only name it went by? Because if so, then no. Right, in the call with Max, so going to disappear, talk soon. Oh, I see how it's been doing. Right. Well, thanks for popping by. Hope it goes well with Max in It Takes Two. Looks like a fun game. Nah, that was the only name. Then yeah, no, I don't recall ever playing it. Trion unfortunately ran into. Aren't Trion the ones that do do they do Trove? They do something, don't they? Right now, there's like they've got a game out right this second. What is it they do? They do Trove. Okay, yeah. Lost Ark gives big Devilian vibes. Yeah, I've heard. I'm going to be honest. I'm not really in the loop with MMOs. Like, literally, the only MMOs I've... Actually, no. I was going to say the only MMOs I've played is WoW and Final Fantasy XIV. I did play Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars back in the day. I played a few MMOs, but no, I'll be honest. These days, I'm not really in the loop with it all. So things like, what is it? Lost Ark, and there's another one that's either come out or it's going to be coming out. There's a few. Like, I'll be honest, New World, I wasn't really in the loop with that until like 2 weeks before it launched. So I'm not really in the loop with MMOs, to be honest. I'm more into ARPGs, but I used to do almost solely MMOs. Fair enough. Right. Fair enough. Trying to think of what ARPGs I played. Hey, needs more Warcraft. How you doing? How's the grind so far? Yeah, not bad, not bad. Post-Stormblood content. We're jumping into Shadowbringers on the weekend. Yeah. I love isometric combat. Big Diablo 2 fan. Oh, yeah. No, no, I get what you mean. I quite like that as well. Like, speaking of like isometric, I was actually playing Minecraft Dungeons a bit earlier on. Thanks to Vindex. He's the one who mentioned it to me, and I thought, oh, I might give it a go. Right, I am back. Our phone needs to charge. I sent you a Spotify playlist and Discord. Oh no, what did you send me? Oh, you sent me a picture. You sent me. Oh my god, you've got to send me the actual playlist though. You've got to send me the link. Come on. Unless you don't have it. But yeah, that game was fun for us. It was alright, yeah. Dungeons was alright, to be honest. I actually quite enjoyed it. Although I will admit, it's not the kind of game you spend like weeks playing. It is the kind of game where you spend an afternoon playing it and then you think, oh, that was fun, and then you leave it for like a few months and then you go back and think, oh, let's progress a bit in this, and then you play it again for the afternoon and then you shove it back in the drawer. At least that's how I've pictured it. Like, that's how I've sort of gotten on with it, you know? It's a fun game, but it's not the kind of game you'd sit down for like countless hours just playing. Excuse me, I've been sweating it. Was it, yeah, Vindex, is it your first time playing it? I will admit, the very first time I played it, I did play it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and then I just dropped it. And then since then, I've played it in drips and drabs. I beat it all on 3 modes in 3 days. Ooh. That's what I do with most games I've played. Well, I will play it in drips and drabs. Like, you play it for a couple of hours and you think, yeah, it was fun, shove it back in the drawer. It's fair. I mean, it's a good way of playing things because you never get attached to things, do you? You don't ever get like. It doesn't ruin your life. Is what I'm getting at here. It doesn't rule what you do with your day, which is, you know, that's. Well, it might rule what you do with your day, but it doesn't necessarily rule your week or whatever, you know. Yeah, you never get burned out. There we go. Yeah, that, you know. Oh, that's how I do with my friends. Deal with them for a bit, then throw them in the drawer. Oh, fair enough, yeah. Oh, right. He's trying to say something. Greetings, my friend. Alice has explained all to me. Needless to say, you shall have our full cooperation in the search, even if Alphino's trail does lead to the burn, of all places. Well, we know it does. That's where he said he was. Don't say stupid stuff. That's exactly where he said he was. He is mulling over the details of Alphino's link protocol. There was 2 words. What details? How do you feel about the Alamigo section of Stormblood? Yeah, no, I mean, I thought it was alright. I mean, I'm going to be honest. To be honest, the Alamigo section's quite short, isn't it? Like, you get the beginning bit of Stormblood, like maybe for like the first quarter, and then you spend a half of it in. Yes, okay, so maybe it is about the same amount of content. Maybe it isn't. I'll be honest. You spend most of your time in Doma anyway, in Othard, so you didn't really like it that much. I don't know. I thought it was alright. I will say I did prefer this part, being in Doma and the Othard side of things. I did prefer this, but it's not that I didn't like the Alamigo part. It's just I don't feel like there was much of it, to be honest. Or at least I don't really remember much of it. So maybe that says enough about it as I need to say. So with the new launcher, can I play Bedrock with Java Minecraft? Yes, you can. Vindex, so if you own one, you own it all now. Which, you know, would have been great years ago, but thanks Microsoft, you know. I guess it's great now. But yeah, you can play Bedrock with Java. Oh, when you say with, do you mean as in like on the same servers? If so, kind of. With a bit of janky hacking, you can. But if you just mean, can you either pick between the two freely? Yeah, you can do that. Like you could play Bedrock if you wanted to, or you could play Java. You pick and choose whatever you want to do. But yeah, if you meant play together, like someone on Bedrock, someone on Java playing on the same server, with some janky, hacky way, yes, it's possible. Wouldn't recommend it, but yeah, you can do it. The region known as the Burn occupies a special place in Garlean history. Every child in the Empire is familiar with the tale. What's the tale? In the distant past, it was a verdant land teeming with life, but successive summonings drew it bled of the Aether and reduced it to a desert. We've heard this tale. It was told to Alphino. It was upon beholding the devastation the Primals have wrought that the Emperor Solus was spurred to embark upon his crusade against their kind. The Burn offers a glimpse of the future we seek to prevent. Know you of any reason why Alphino might have gone there? Aye, mischance. Though it lies on the route to Garlemald, it is no place to make a stop. My guess is they encounter some manner of trouble there. In any event, I am the same mind of Alisei. We have no choice but to take our search to the Burn. Given the considerable distances involved, 'tis best we went by bird. Ooh, we're gonna go by bird. Sunbucks and I have our yawls. Yugiri, will you ready the falcons for the others? I shall gather our swiftest birds. Near the House of the Fierce there is an overlook. Pray join us there once you have seen to your preparations. Okay. Okay. I've got to speak to Ian. There we go. I had a bit of a I was having a bit of a stroke there. I was trying to think of how to pronounce his name. Ian. Have a chat with Ian. In the House of the Fierce. I'll be honest, I kind of like wish that there. What am I doing? This way. I kind of wished that. No, wait, no, it is this way. That there was an Aetherite above that one, and you could like pick which one you wanted to go to. You know. Oh man, that dungeon's going to be hard if it's going to be everyone's first time. Oh, it's a dungeon quest. Of course it is. Yeah. I completely forgot. I literally checked the quest list before I started streaming, just like to see how many quests we had and whether there were going to be any dungeons or trials. And I saw this and I thought, oh, it's the second quest. That sounds fun. I completely forgot. Having said that, it was like an hour ago. So, if everyone is here and possessed of a bird, let us away. Remember, our destination is the barren wasteland. There is no civilization to speak of for 100 miles in all directions. Take care you do not lose your way. Ooh, there we go. The glamour drop looks amazing though. I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not going to be getting it. Just because my luck when it comes to that stuff is horrible. I will probably roll a 2. Right. Anyway, I'm pretty pleased with my glamour right now, to be honest. I do also have a nice suit as well. Is that another player? No, that is just a bird for here. Okay. So the question is, are we going to get lucky with our wait time? Because we got really lucky with our wait time in both our last streams. Like, you know, we got a wait time of like 5, 7, 8 minutes, and then it pops within like 2 or 3 minutes. It's great. Question is, are we going to be that lucky this time? I will be honest, what I have found is that at this time of night, it does seem to be the most busiest on this server. And it's usually around this time at night. Maybe, yeah, actually about this time. I was going to say maybe in like an hour, but no, around this time. That's when we tend to get like the 3-minute pops as opposed to like 15-minute boss. Should be better than the low level dungeons. I remember waiting 45 minutes for one as a DPS. Ooh. That's the thing, I've never had a 45-minute wait. I have read, like, on the forums and stuff, people having, like, 2-hour waits and, yeah, 45-minute waits and stuff. I've never personally had to wait 45 minutes. I think the longest I've ever waited was 36, but that was in the roulette, and I think it may have been MSQ. It was either MSQ or level 50, 60, 70 dungeons. It was one of them. I think it might have been MSQ, to be honest. Or maybe in Trials. I don't remember. But yeah, in terms of waiting for a specific dungeon, though, I think the longest I've ever waited was probably about 18 minutes. And again, that was one of the MSQ dungeons. It was either Praetorium or Castrum. That was the night that that was the day that I played Praetorium 8 times, I think it was, and Castrum 2 or 3 times. It was the day that I got all of my Tombstone gear. And this was like back when I just finished A Realm Reborn. And I was still getting all my Tombstone gear for my level 50 Tombstone gear. Speaking of which, I actually need to start running those dungeons again for my my Tombstone gear for my level 70. No, level 70 shipping ago, yeah. Don't mean to pry, but you in the UK, I am indeed, yeah. But I don't play on a UK server. I play on Aether Faerie, which is a US server. Just because I play with Americans, so yeah. It does, unfortunately, it does mean that my queue times can really suck. Like, you know, earlier on in the day for me, because everyone's either working or still asleep. But around this time at night, it's when people tend to start getting home in the US, I found, so yeah. Whether that be home from work or college or, you know, school or whatever. That typically tends to be, it tends to be around now that the wait times drop a bit. But, you know, when I'm not streaming, I do tend to play earlier on in the day, which does mean that's when I tend to get my, you know, the average wait time tends to say 5 minutes. I typically end up waiting like 8 or 9 minutes on average. So, yeah. However, yeah, you know, like you've already pointed out, you know, as a DPS, the waiting tends to be longer. When I queue with my friend, with my US friend, he plays an Astrologian, which is a healing class, and it's amazing because he'll be in the party, and if I'm leading, I'll pick a you know, dungeon or whatever, or trial. You know, I hit the you know, whatever button it says, and then literally instantly, that's it. Like 1-2 seconds later, like commence. Jesus Christ, it's great. I heard that the UK is dealing with something like a heat and gas shortage or something, and heating prices are going up. Is this true? I have no idea. I have no idea. Like Vindex says, my radiator, my heater in this room, it's never on. It hasn't been on for like 6 years. I've specifically turned it off because it gets really hot in here. It is now 30 degrees Celsius. What's that in Fahrenheit? It is 86 Fahrenheit in this room with no heating on. It's all because I have so many devices on in this room. Oh. Yeah. It looks like we haven't quite gotten as lucky as I was hoping. Being in the queue for 5 minutes. Almost 6. Although the wait time has gone down. I think it started at 8 minutes and it's gone down to 7, so I would expect it to pop at any second now, kind of thing, within the next like minute. So. DPS queuing hell is the main reason I switched to healer. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd switch to healer personally. I feel like that's just too much responsibility. I don't like healing. Tanking though, I don't mind Marauder. That's like the tank I'm most familiar with. I was playing Dark Knight on this class a while back, on this character a while back. And I actually really enjoyed it. And then Paladin's one that I want to get into. And then I've unlocked Gunbreaker, just haven't put any time into Gunbreaker yet. But yeah, Paladin's one I want to get into in Endwalker. Dark Knight I've really enjoyed so far. Again, like the thing is though, I haven't really used Dark Knight in dungeons. I might have used it once, so I haven't really used it in any like multiplayer scenario. And then Marauder, that's the one I'm most familiar with. That one I've done in dungeons, and I quite like Marauder, to be honest. So, yeah. Or Warrior, I guess. Warrior, you know, I called it Marauder because, like, I haven't played it in any higher level capacity. Literally, I think I played it to 37, 38 before I then switched over to this particular character and played Monk. So, because my Marauder's a different character on a different server. So, yeah. I love DPS, but I've got to get that MSQ done somehow. Yeah, no, I don't blame you there. I don't blame you. Like, I'll be honest. Like, well, yeah. When I first started playing this game, I thought it was really bad game design. That the dungeons are part of the MSQ. I thought that's horrible. Why would you do that? That's just ridiculous. But having played it a bit and like having played through the story up to this point, I can see why they've done it. I actually think it's not too bad. Like I quite like that the dungeons are part of the story now. But I'll be honest, getting into the game for the first time and seeing that you are required to do these 3 dungeons all in a row, I thought was the worst thing ever. Especially having come from WoW, where like dungeons are quite toxic. I thought, oh my god, this is going to be the worst thing in the world, and it's really not. It's all right. Paladin is amazing. I love the fact that I solo the Heavensward Extreme Trials. Ooh, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of soloing Heavensward Extreme Trials. I'm a big fan of being able to solo content. That's the main reason why I played a Paladin in World of Warcraft. Because, you know, Paladins have the ability to tank, DPS and heal. You know, I did enjoy my solo content. So, and I'm really looking forward to this new new deep dungeon or whatever it is in Endwalker that's coming out, the new one. I'm looking forward to that. That should be good. I don't know if they have confirmed if it's a deep dungeon or if it's just whatever, but we know it's along the lines of Palace of the Dead or Heaven on High. I just don't think they've said the word deep dungeon yet, so you know. They've said it all but the name, basically. They've said it all but deep dungeon, so don't worry, you will be back to playing WoW. Detractors will always come back. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, to be honest. Did I just really? Yeah, I just whoops. I just jumped back down into the House of the Fierce. Yeah, no, we were talking about it earlier. I don't think I'll be honest. It just doesn't. It's not the same for me anymore. WoW, to be honest. Like, for me, Wrath of the Lich King, that was the good old days for me. And I enjoyed Mr. Pandaria, but then since then, for me, it's gone a bit downhill since then. And then I couldn't see myself getting back into it now. I look at Shadowlands and it's just completely different to me, and it just doesn't appeal to me anymore. So, but then we were talking about private servers. Like, I don't know. I haven't really been able to get too into private servers, even though it is the same content that I used to love before. It just doesn't seem the same to me. So, this wait time is crazy. What is going on? 10 minutes. Insane. We've literally, all we're waiting on is a healer. We are literally just waiting for a healer. This is insane. We have a tank. We have 2 DPS. Just 1 healer. That's the life of a DPS, long queue time. I know. Can we try it without a healer? Can we just... Screw it, let's do it without a healer. I've got second wind. It's fine. I'm sure the other DPS can heal themselves as well, kind of. And you know, the tank can just tank better. Yeah, there we go. Oh. I'll be honest, I do think this particular server that I'm on, it is healers that they're lacking in. Every single time. Yeah, look, healer. Like okay, there's 2 that needs tanks, but rarely do you ever see tanks in this list here. It's pretty much always healer. So even with Ascension, I'm not enjoying it anymore. See, Ascension's the only one that I could really get into lately. The problem though, for me with Ascension, is it's so toxic. Like, the community in Ascension are so racist and they're just so derogatory. It's just, oh my god. So if I was to ever stream Ascension, I would have to cover the chat. And I'd have to avoid basically being within range of someone's chat, but like bubbles. Do they have chat bubbles in WoW? I genuinely can't remember. I'd have to just avoid people.
Make ready, friends! We are come to the burn!
So why am I not able to stream it? This is the thing, like, are you sure? I know it's against Blizzard TOS, but can Blizzard enforce it on Twitch? That's the thing.
Everyone, land where you can! We must wait out the storm!
Like, as far as I can tell, the worst thing that could happen is that they ban your Blizzard account. They ban your Battle.net account, which... who cares? If you're not playing WoW anymore retail or classic, does it matter? You know? Oh yeah, I should probably... there we go. I'm not a long-term WoW player, but when I played the game for the first time, I didn't know why Jaina and Arthas were so important. Oh yeah, that comes from Warcraft 3, doesn't it? I never actually played Warcraft 3. I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting both of these, by the way. That should be, there we go. Yeah, I never played Warcraft 3. I never played any Warcraft game before WoW. So, yeah. Disgusting. So, oh, hang on, I've also just realised, when you said you're not a long-time WoW player, I'm guessing that means that you also didn't play during Wrath of the Lich King, in which case, yeah, you wouldn't... without Wrath of the Lich King, you wouldn't understand the importance of Jaina and Arthas. So, yeah. Because I've heard that they're in Shadowlands, is that right? I haven't played Shadowlands, so I don't know. I think the last expansion I played was BFA? Maybe? I think it was BFA. What was the one before Shadowlands? Was that BFA? The one before Shadowlands, that was the last one I played. I think. I'm studying something, that's not good. It didn't do anything further. But yeah, that was the last one I played, and yeah, so I've heard, oh god, that they play a role in, oh god, there we go, in Shadowlands, so yeah. Apparently I'm dance partner, yay! Oh, that was risky. Was it the healer? I think the healer just ran past the rock slide. You know, I'm still convinced that me remapping my AoE spells to shift 1, 2, 3, where my one target spells are 1, 2, 3, is still the best decision I've made for this character. I'm going to be honest, I always get a bit scared when I start taking aggro because I think, oh my god, is the tank dead? No, the tank's fine. I always get nervous, though. I don't like it when I start taking aggro, it scares me. Ooh. Oh, that's fun. Yay. Whoa. That's not jarring at all. Someone in my FC chat just said, "What level does what level does Dark Knight get tank stance?" Oh my god! And then they go, "Never mind, they just turned it on." That's hilarious. Let's just drop that. There we go. Oh, I love the banter in this game. It's hilarious. Right. How are things? We'll avoid that, I'm guessing. That's gonna go bang. So far, so good. Yeah. That is very much Garuda. Oh my god. Doesn't Garuda Extreme have a mechanic where you have to get under her? Is that right? I have never done Garuda Extreme yet. I've been looking up guides on it because the only content I will look up guides on is Extreme and Ultimates. I would not look up guides on just dungeons like this. I have absolutely no interest in okay. I have no interest in looking up guides on this particular stuff. Oh god, I hate. Oh. I hate that stuff. I hate when we have to like spread like that. It's horrible. Okay, this is. Do we stand behind the crystals? Is that what's going on? Yeah, it's the Garuda mechanic. Okay. Oh, and avoid that. And then you got to get under. I remember that. There we go. Hi, Brett. Welcome back. How's it going? How are the guinea pigs? But yeah, no, I wouldn't look up a guide on the dungeon or raid or trial unless I was really struggling and you know the group I'm in was really like failing and then I'd think, okay, maybe it's worth looking up a guide. But for the most part, I like to learn in the fight. But extremes and ultimates are the only ones that I will look up guides for. Oh, our well, you know, those two can run off if they want. Our healer's just said, you know, give me a sec, so let's just take a step back. I'd asked to borrow some money, but I'm broke and probably I won't be able to pay it back. Oh, well. Sucks, doesn't it? You could always cancel your game pass. That costs money, doesn't it? Just saying. There we go. Just put together a cardboard scratching box thing for the cats. Nice, nice. That boss went well. Game Pass and Netflix have both been cancelled. Don't worry. Oh, okay. That's a rip. That's a ripperoni. You know, something I need to look into, speaking of subscriptions, is because I've got Amazon Prime, I need to look into the Showcase. Yeah, the Showcase add-on for Prime. Because I apparently there's a Showtime add-on, right, and I want to watch Dexter. So yeah. It's Stranger Things theme. What? I'm guessing something in this game sounds like Stranger Things. Oh my god, I just realised I'm in an AoE thing, a telegraph. That was big, you know, wow, that was waste of time. There we go. Here's scratching box. Jesus, what? I'm so confused, what? A scratching box. Oh! I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, the scratching box is Stranger Things theme. Right. Okay. Oh, gotcha. We're on the same page. Fair enough. Fair enough. Where are we getting all this materia from? Like, oh my god, that's gonna. Oh no, it's not. It's not gonna hurt. The apparently, Jesus, we're picking up like tons of materia. What in the world is going on? It's level 6 materia. That stuff sells like hotcakes on the marketplace. I think on the market world. I'm not being funny. I'd be half tempted to run this dungeon over and over just for the materia. I'd have to. Well, I say it sells like hotcakes. Certain kinds of materia does. Savage might not. But I know some level 6 materias go for a lot. Even level 5. So some of us are getting level 5s as well, and I got a Heaven's Eye 5. Some of these materials go for loads on the marketplace. So it is entirely possible that this dungeon could be worth running. But then it's also entirely possible it might not be. They might happen to be ones that go for really cheap. Also, the background theme reminds me of The River Flows in You. Okay. Yeah, no, I can get that. I guess. What are we waiting on? Right, this should be fun. I think every dungeon we've done has introduced some form of newish mechanic or a take on an old mechanic, at least. Like a new take on an old mechanic, and I thought that's really cool. Why are you targeting me? Leave me alone. Ow. What is your problem? What's going on? I think... Okay. That reminds me of the boss fight where you have to avoid the doves or whatever it is, the birds. I think it's in Shadowbringers. I remember Strange doing it once. Yeah. Oh my god, ow. What in the world was that? I don't like that. It's like this one telegraph, or 2 telegraphs. What was that? That made me... That wasn't good. That makes me a bit nervous. Is it going to happen again? Yeah, so that one where we had to get in line with a specific drone reminded me of... Oh, hello. Are we over here? Oh, we're over here. Yeah, this thing here. Oh, shoot. I didn't realise it was coming from both directions. Reminds me of that dungeon in Shadowbringers. I think it's in Shadowbringers. It's one of the Eden ones, I reckon. Oh, there we go. We're done. That's a lot of shield. I have a lot of shield on me. Jesus Christ. And now it's all pretty much gone. I seem to be getting all the loot. Literally, I seem to be getting all of the loot. I wish there was a dungeon in this, a minion in this dungeon. I'd be getting that as well, wouldn't I? Those look cool. These look like some cool enemies. Makes me happy. We're dealing some big smashes. That's a Gigaworm Stalker. That's a Kukol Clan. Oh, okay, I'm not sure about that one now. Whoa. We'll call it a giant rock bird. I'm not actually dealing damage to anyone. That was pointless. A Gigaworm, Jesus. Is it? This isn't a boss, is it? Like, we're all stood here like it's a boss. It's a tough enemy, I'm guessing, but it's not a boss, is it? What am I doing? Oh my god, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Get out of that. Oh my god, that's gonna hit me. It's not gonna hit me. Oh, I think I stunned it. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons here. Jesus Christ. I'm really hoping we don't have to leave the Giga ones alive, because that one's dead. And this one's gonna be dead soon. It's not alive for much longer. There we go. Oh, and that thing's dead as well. Holy smokes, we smashed it. Look at that. Yeah. And of course, you know, now we have to go up against two of them. Because it turned out they weren't that hard. Okay, one is actually targeting me. Like, leave me alone, please. Thank you. There we go, see, we're smashing it. Kaboom. Oh, I've got to avoid that. And we are still getting materia. This is incredible. Yeah, I'd be really intrigued to I might check the market board after this dungeon. But yeah. Oh, what's going on here? What's rising up out of the ground? Nothing. Oh, snakes. Stalkers, rather. Stalkers, not snakes. They don't look they don't look too good, do they? They look horrible. I have apparently lured something. Ow. Leave me alone, please. There we go. Tank's got it. Oh, I'm stood in that. That's not good. I got poisoned. That's okay, though. I'll be fine. I'll survive. Nobody dying today. Oh, I need to get out of that. I'll tell you what. Oh, there we go. Not the move I want to use. There we go. I am not a massive fan of form shift. I should be really, I guess. Loot, yeah. Read. Boss fight. Final boss fight. Here we go. Is this going to be tricky? That's the question. Oh. The dragon. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. That made me nervous. Okay, I'm already like all sorted and ready. Let's go. Got one of those. Should be fine. We should be all right. I need to be like, get your tail out my face. I need to be keeping my eyes on its, there you go, on its like bar. Cast bar. Oh wow, there we go. Oh, I avoided it. Nice. Yeah, I need to be keeping my eyes on its cast bar. I need to learn the mechanics. Ow. That thing hurt. It's vaporized. That makes me nervous. Okay. We fighting these? Yeah? We're fighting these. Okay. I never know with these things. Because I know sometimes you have to let them live. Right, what are we going after now? Oh, okay. That thing's growing. I don't like that at all. Come on, come on. Get it, let's go. Is that, we good? We good? I think. Why? What is you, what? Leave me alone. I'm just going to step off to the side. Ow. Oh, okay, avoid. Oh my god! Avoid that. That was horrible. Oh, okay. Oh my god, Lord. Oh my god, that's... amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, thank you very much. Look at that. I butchered that one big time. Let's just drop those. There we go. So now I can heal while I'm doing damage. Oh. Taking some hits. Oh my god, it's turned into mist again. What's the sweep? Oh, that doesn't make me sense. That's no. Are we all like ah! Hey guys. Ah, shoot. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Oh my god, I survived that. How did I survive it? Okay, what's going on here? I hate these things. They're like, oh, proximity based AoEs. I don't hate them. I actually think they're really cool. There we go, look at that. Right, we just got to hit him really hard. Got to hit him really hard, come on. Oh, that hurts. Ow. I'm so dead. Just avoid that, there we go. Step away from it. Drop that. Yes, there we go. That's what we're talking about. It was easy, really. It was easy. Wasn't hard at all. That was good fun. Oh. Love it. Right, let's do a GG. Thank you very much. There we go. There we go. Let's give a commendation to the to the DPS. The DPS doesn't get commendations often, do they? Oh. Yeah, let's read that. You know, nothing against the tank or the healer, but yeah, DPS made me the dance partner, so I'm happy with that, and I got 2 commendations. But yeah, there we go. We're in the burn.
Ah, there you are.
Hey Ian, how you doing?
Between contending with bloodthirsty beasts and sand in my every conceivable place, I had begun to despair of finding you again.
Oh.
Do you recognize the crashed ship over yonder?
No. Should I?
Mistress
Well,
Alizé
you
and
are.
I briefly inspected it. It is the vessel that bore Master Alphino away.
Yeah, I'm guessing that. Yeah, we know what it is. We know what it is, but yeah, like my guess would be that it's the ship that they left on. Yeah.
But there was no sign of him, nor of Maxima and his people.
Yeah. What was that? Looks like Magitech armor or something.
War Machina. It would seem they were involved in a struggle.
War Mac, yeah. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There may be clues. We should split up and search the area.
Okay. What I would love to know is just, does Istola ever get her vision back? Ever? Probably not, but you know, that I'm interested to find out through Shadowbringers, you know. What have you
These were
found?
no ordinary soldiers.
Were they not?
Over here!
Okay, the mountain's glitching in the distance. That's good.
The insignia on this man's uniform identifies him as one of the Emperor's personal guard.
All right. Yes. Yeah.
Hand-picked soldiers, answering only to the royal family.
That's right. We did pick up on that when we did the Alphino
explain
fight.
why all the casualties are Garlean. They were fighting their own.
Yes.
You're saying the Emperor was behind all this? That Alphino is his prisoner?
Well, we know the answer, but we'll say we don't know that yet. Of course, we know he went off with that secret guy.
Aye, we must not jump to conclusions. Besides, Alphino is more than capable of looking after himself, is he not?
No, not really. See, that's why she's so worried. No, she knows he's not.
I suggest we return to Doma to consider our options. Whatever happened here, Master Alphino is long gone, and any subsequent search may safely be left in the hands of the shinobi.
Okay, I mean, yeah, he is capable of taking care of himself, but we like to say he's not because he's not. He's a kid. Like, we all know that Alphino is the political child and Alizé is the warrior of the two. We all know Alizé is the one that fights, and Alphino is the talker.
Where in the world are you, brother? If you die on me, I will never let you hear the end of it.
The thing is, I recently watched the Endwalker launch trailer, which I know you shouldn't do if you haven't done Shadowbringers, but whatever. I decided to watch the Endwalker launch trailer, and that line right there, if you die on me, I will never let you hear the end of it. Jesus. It's not looking good for Alphino or Alizé at the moment, apparently. It could be either, but it especially doesn't look good for Alphino at the moment. At least this is all speculation, obviously. Probably going to be fine, but anyway. Well, that was a decidedly uneventful journey. I almost found myself hoping for a sandstorm. Joking aside, I'd say our birds are due a good brush down and a treat or two, wouldn't you? Sure. Shadows in the Empire. I'm really hoping, like, it's taken us an hour and a half to do 2 quests, and we need to get through 7 today. Thing is, ideally, I was hoping to finish streaming the next half hour. Let's see if we can just power through the next 5 quests. Shadows in the Empire, right. I had hoped to steal a moment's rest after a little outing, but it seems duty calls. A foreign emissary arrived in my absence. Do not let us keep you then. Actually, I was wondering if you might join me. I cannot think of a guest who could fail to be impressed by the presence of the Scions. At least none I should be happy to receive. Of course, you would think it would be useful. If you think it would be useful. Thank you. Let us return to my manor then. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure of the remaining quests. I don't know. I'm pretty sure like at least 3 or 4 of them are just really quick talk to this person quest sort of thing. I really like how the first one should have been, even though we managed to stretch it out to 40 minutes to talk to like 3 people. But yeah, no. Apparently, I think I think it's like one might be a duty. I think one of the quests, remaining 5 quests, would be a duty, and the other like 4 are all just talk to this person, this person, this person. That's it, sort of thing. Right, Lord Ian's expecting you. Yes, please, let me in. Let me in! Oh, Ian! It's only us. Are you in? No, don't worry about her. She's just worried about her brother. Because she knows he can't fight for himself. Oh, bless him.
Lise, what brings you here?
Oh, well, I'm not too sure Lisa's going to be too impressed by the Scions, considering the fact that she herself was a Scion.
Oh, Alliance business. We have a request for Doma. Well, Ian.
Having said that, had any of the other Alliance leaders turned up, they probably would have been pretty impressed, but at least then.
But that can wait. They told me you were out searching for Alphino. Did you manage to pick up his trail?
No. No, not at all. Found nothing. Not really. I mean, we found out the Imperials were going against each other, but that's it.
Well, if he wasn't at the crash site, he might still have escaped. We have to keep searching.
I'm going to be honest. At the moment, given the fact that Alphino is a Scion, so we've got to assume he can look after himself, even though he can't. It would be the best assumption in this scenario, given who we're talking about, the best assumption would be that he managed to escape. Had it been Tataru or someone else who doesn't typically do battle, then you would assume they've been taken captive by the Empire. But given the fact that it's Alphino and he can supposedly take care of himself, we should assume he escaped. So, like she said, we have to keep searching.
And we will. Alphino embarked on this journey as an emissary of Doma, and I hold myself responsible for his safe return. I will have our shinobi in the provinces search for him as a matter of urgency.
I will always hold the opinion that Ian's just a little bit too kind. He takes too much responsibility.
You'll get to admonish your brother for his recklessness yet.
You know, he wants to bear all of the weight on his shoulders, you know? Bit crazy. He's got to delegate more.
Well, someone has to do it.
No, like, you know, some village like 10 miles away has just all of a sudden didn't grow enough carrots. Oh, it's his responsibility. Oh no. It's just
I'm
dude,
sure he's going to be fine.
Relax.
There is one thing I'm not sure about, though.
Oh, what's that?
You said it was the Emperor's personal guard that attacked Alphino's airship.
Yes.
But the Popularis would never have been able to arrange the prisoner exchange without Varys' blessing. So why would he sabotage his own mission?
So this is where I'm assuming they're going to come to the conclusion that it wasn't Varys, but it was the Ascian Xenos.
They may not have been acting on Varys' orders. The guard answer not only to him, but to his family, the Crown Prince included.
Go.
When Yotsuyu summoned Tsukuyomi, Asahi was quick to proclaim that a dormant citizen had violated the terms of our agreement, that the negotiations had failed. And it is this version of events that is now being repeated across Garlemald. To hear the tale, one would think the prisoner exchange never took place. Plainly, someone is manipulating matters from the shadows, Most likely Xenos, or whoever it is that wears his face.
I think it's Elidibus, to be honest. It
Whichever
must be
Ascian you
Elidibus.
mean. We all know the nature of our adversary.
Like, it's got to be Elidibus, doesn't it? Because Elidibus was the one that, like, right after we killed Xenos, Elidibus was the one that rocked up to Varys and revealed his face, and Varys was like, "How dare you," kind of thing. It's got to be Elidibus. So, yeah.
The servants of chaos are true to their name. Their meddling has cost Dorma a chance at peace.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to finding out more about Elidibus, to be honest. I'm assuming he's going to play a part in Shadowbringers. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to hearing more about him, because we haven't really had much of Elidibus. We had Lara Breyer in Realm Reborn, who took over Thancred, and then it sort of was his own entity, I guess. Then there was that other one. I completely forgot who it was. The one that took Minfilia, wasn't it? I completely forgotten which one that was. And then there was Elidibus, who we met around the same time as the one that took Minfilia, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah.
Whoever
Just
it was
Elidibus
that
was like,
loosed
yeah.
his personal guard, the Emperor cannot be ignorant of these developments. We must proceed on the assumption that our treaty is indeed in tatters.
Oh, of course it is here. Oh, come on, it was in tatters from the moment it started. Don't be so naive. Yeah, Elidibus, I'm looking forward to finding out more, so. Looking forward to Shadowbringers, so, yeah.
But come, Lys, you have journeyed far. Let me hear your petition.
What does Lys want?
Right. So the big news is that Alamigo has agreed to join the Eorzean Alliance.
Okay.
To make it official and discuss where we all go from here, the leaders of the 5 nations are planning to hold a meeting, and we were hoping you might come too.
I thought we were... Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought we already knew this, but we did. The Scions did. Doma didn't. So this is news for Doma, of course. I've got to take that into account.
We've already seen what we can achieve when we work together, and the Alliance hopes to work even more closely in future. They think it's our best hope of keeping the Garleans in check, and I agree.
So this is where things are going to get a bit weird, because it makes sense for Alamigo to be part of the Eorzean Alliance because Alamigo is in Eorzea. However, Doma isn't. Doma's Othard. So I don't think they're going to be asking Doma to join the Eorzean Alliance, but merely be allies of it. At least that's what I'm going to be getting at. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at here. I think they want to be allies.
By coordinating our efforts in the east and west, we may be able to discourage them from committing their forces to a single front. I accept your invitation. I must, however, ask for time to attend to some pressing matters here.
Pressing matters, okay.
In light of recent events, the risk of Imperial reprisals is greater than ever, and I would not leave Dorma unguarded. Ere I depart, I must shore up her defenses.
Yeah. Also, something concerning is what Thancred mentioned in that first quest, where there are lots of little resistances that are all starting up, and a lot of them are failing. It's good. It's a good distraction against the Empire, but it's not good for us because it whittles down any troops we might be able to gain from other places. So he's got to be careful with that.
Understood.
Is all.
I'll let the Alliance know.
Yeah.
We'll wait to hear from you before setting a date. The meeting's to be held at the Royal Palace in Alamigo, incidentally. Do you remember the way?
Well enough. Please assure my hosts that I will not keep them waiting any longer than I have to.
He's just got to fly, isn't he?
Consider it done. And thank you for agreeing to come. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find the best way forward.
I'm not being funny, you, but do you know the way? Is the stupidest question ever, considering the fact that he literally gets on a bird, goes up, and then goes west. West. That's it. That is literally that's it. Get on a bird, go west. Sorted. Can you see it? No, keep going west. Can you see it? No, keep going west. We've reached land. Can you see it? No. Go east a little bit and have a look north and south. Simple. Easy. You know the way. I mean, obviously, I'm just poking fun at least, but bless her. Right, Ian. My advisors and I will presently convene to discuss the matter of Doma's defences. You're welcome to stay, of course. Had you not offered, I would have requested leave to remain. Where the Assassins are concerned, naught may be left to chance. As ever, we would benefit from your experience. I thank you for coming, Lise, even if it was on official business. I had hoped there might be time to show you the land you helped to save, but I will settle for a fleeting visit if needs must. There never does seem to be enough time for anything, does there? But I did get to see a little of the Enclave. You've made excellent progress, I must say, and soon you will have the chance to see how we're getting on too. Till the meeting then. Sunbucks, I was wondering if I might have a word with you before I go, in private. Go on, my friend. I will send for Hakuro and the others in the meantime. Alright then. Great, I'll wait for you at the docks. A little monk to monk chat, eh? Did you want to fight again? I beat her last time. It's such a shame that, like, you never find out who won that fight. Kinda sucks. Look at Faerie docks. I think this is the first time I've ever used this Aetherite to travel to the Faerie docks. Usually I just run it, but it's Aetherite this time. But yeah, I kind of funny how like you never find out who won that fight. Kind of sucks. I like to believe that we did. So, what are you doing, Lise? How are things? Thanks for coming. Knowing you, you probably guessed what I wanted to talk about. No, Alphino? Yeah, Alice. Okay, yeah. Same twin. Alice, she's acting as if everything's alright, but it's clear she's barely coping. Yeah, it's true. The Alice I know is overbearing, willful and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she deals with feeling weak. She has to keep moving or she's afraid she'll fall apart. A lot like me. But the thing about people like us is that we need someone to keep an eye on us. I had Papalimo, and now I have my friends in the Resistance, and Alice has you and the Scions. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. I'm saying I'm sure you aren't, and I'm sure you won't, but she's a good friend, and when I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please, make sure you give her all the support she needs, alright? Leave it to me. There we go. Thank you, Sunbucks. It goes without saying, but if there's anything I can do, you need only ask. Well, I'd best be off. See you in Alamigo? Yeah, alright then. So it looks like we are going to the bloody meeting. Oh, I thought we gotten out of it when Thancred said, "Oh, leave it to her. Leave it to me." Thanks, Thancred. Now I've got to go back up there. Now I've got to go back up there. Let's Aethernet shove back up to the main plaza. Is that what it's called here? Yeah, Dome Enclave at Aethernet Plaza. Right. See, this was a short-ish quest. Power in Slumber is the next one. Bet this is where it turns out this is going to be like a 20-minute cutscene. Please don't be a 20-minute cutscene. I beg you. Ah, there you are, my friend. Everyone has assembled, so let us begin. Go on then. What are we doing? Anna says he's having a good chinwag. Know who Stola is.
If we are to ready
Giris.
ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time, all of which are in notably short supply.
I was going to say Yugiri's in deep thought, but no, she's chatting away too.
Candid as ever, Yugiri, and correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea.
Do share.
'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire.
Oh.
And it was
Yeah,
only
true.
with the aid of others that Dorma succeeded in winning her freedom. So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own.
Oh, there you go. So you got the Eorzean Alliance and what, the Othard Alliance? No, you called it the Doman Alliance, wouldn't you?
In addition to those with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca. I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom.
I mean, you say not all will answer the call. However, keep in mind that for 5 years... Actually, no, I imagine the Eorzean Alliance have probably been around for a lot longer than 5 years. But I'm just thinking, since the Calamity, you know, Ishgard wasn't part of the Alliance. They've only just recently joined. So, you know, give it time. You're right, not all will answer the call immediately. Give it 5, 10, 15 years, and people will start to join, and yeah, it will grow.
If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Ascian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
It may even seem practical. Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
Okay, maybe it was within just the last 5 years then for the Eorzean Alliance. Well, no, actually, no, under the guidance of our former leader. Yeah, okay, so he would have been dead in the last 5 years. So it would have been something I'm imagining within the last 10 years that the Eorzean Alliance became truly one unit, essentially.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favour of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out? Not that anyone has forgotten, but the Garleans have airships. Lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
I mean, that's true, isn't it? Like, the Guardians really do have, like, massive airships, and, like, you know, they're brilliant. But, like, in terms of non-Garlean airships, really, you've only got Cid. Like, Cid's, what, Enterprise, or Excelsior, Enterprise Excelsior, whatever it's called. Whatever the ship's called, I've forgotten what it's called. That's, like, the only speedy ship we've got. Other than that, we don't really have many in terms of ships. Yeah.
Not if we deny them access to the skies.
Well, oh, hang on a sec. What about the Manica? Was that a Garlean one? That might have been a Garlean one. I know we got it in Heavensward, and I know Cid was the one that did it up for us. I just don't remember if that started as a Garlean, like a Magitech thing, or if it was something that Cid invented. I don't think it would have been something that Cid invented. Oh no, was it? It might have been actually. No, it might have been something that was it Wiggs and Bedge? They came up with it. I can't quite remember.
During our time in the Burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
Oh?
Did we?
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. But something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizlar. Identical, in fact. For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allagans created the floating continent with land taken from the Burn.
Hey!
While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Dorma's defense.
Aziz's La was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrius-class battleship.
True.
It occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allegan field generators.
I'm sorry. Who? What? Huh? Who? I don't. Did we go through this with Justola? I don't remember this. She's not talking about me, is she? No. What?
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Genuinely, I don't remember this at all. Did we really do this? I don't recall it.
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key Imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region.
Are we going to get to Shadowbringers and find out that a lot of some of these cutscenes that players genuinely don't remember doing, actually, you know, they were part of like some memory alteration thing, and like our character did them, we as players just didn't. Oh, like
If an Imperial fleet were to advance upon Doma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the burn.
Like literally, the only thing I remember us doing in the burn was the dungeon, which, I mean, is that what they were on about? The dungeon? Maybe they're on about what we found in the dungeon, but we weren't with Justola then. The only thing I remember Justola doing in the burn was when we found the airship and we saw the Magitech thing, the War Machina or whatever it was called, and then the troops, like the Imperial troops. That was all I remember.
I see.
Jesus.
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy. And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the burn.
A source of energy. Tell me, did the Allegans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, they did.
A curious question. Besides Aziz's La, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Are you kidding me? No, hold on. They fire everything into the sky. Like, the Omega device was literally blue. They will fire everything and anything they can into the sky. Or they did.
Just the 2 occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
If we are talking about things that stay in the sky, then okay, fair enough, fine. Just Aziz's La and Dalamud, whatever. Still.
You do?
Go on, what's your solution?
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe.
Right, yeah.
Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
Yeah, go on, let's see if they join your alliance and if we can figure out what's going on. Maybe they'll have some herbs for me to remember this magical time we had with Justola. Aaron slumber. He and his eager to set out for the Azim Steppe. It is settled then. I will journey to the Azim Steppe with the Silence. Yugiri and Hakuro, I leave our other neighbours to you. You know we're going to have to sort those out afterwards as well. Right. My apologies, but I won't be joining you. I'm no ethereologist, and what skills I do possess are unlikely to be of any great use to the mission. But more importantly, it seems to me that the ruins in the burn warrant attention. And so, while you were away securing an energy source, I will engage our friends at Garland Ironworks to undertake a complete overhaul of the field generators. We'll need them in good working order if our plan is to succeed. I trust there are no objections? Have care in the burn. Yep, that's all good. I don't fancy sending Tatara out there. She's fine at the moment where she is in the Ruby Bazaar. Have care on the step. From what I hear, the Zalia like fighting with friends almost as much as foes. Good luck. We've been there before. We've met them. You may not have done. Pretty sure you did at some point. But we met them. No, she probably didn't actually. Just the three of us then. Very well. Shall we make first for the reunion? Yeah. Speak with Stola in reunion. Oh well. Thank goodness I have a teleport to the reunion. I think this is one of the shorter quests, to be honest. I think this one literally is we talk to you, Stola, in reunion, and then we move on. What's that? One. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this particular quest is you just... Yeah, oh, well, there's a couple of steps as well. Couple of steps. You literally talk to your Stola and then there's two more steps. Like, talk to two more people. Well, I think it might be talk to Heian in two different places or something. It's your short quest. And then I think the next one's also equally just as short. I will check in a second. So this is the Asm step. The tales do not do it justice. If you think the view is impressive here, wait till we reach higher ground. Actually, seeing this is your first visit, permit me to show you my favourite spot. Oh, is he going to take her up there? Of course he is. You smooth bastard. Actually, I think the next quest might be the duty quest I was thinking of. Yeah.
I will never tire of this vista. The endless fields, the boundless skies. 'Tis a sight to make a man forget his cares.
Yes, exactly. Quite.
But not his purpose, I trust. Might this be a fitting moment to tell us what we are doing here?
Yeah, I'm wondering that.
Of course. During my time with the Mole, I learned some few myths of this land. One goes thus. In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe. Venturing into the northern crag, he received of Nama a sliver of her essence, a shard of the shining moon, and with it clove the tainted land from the earth. The end thus averted, to these fields did the wayfaring soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
A tainted land cloven from the earth and an offering of blood to the heavens. Azizlar and Dalamud.
That was my thinking, yes.
There you go.
And you
I
believe
like
that
it.
yonder mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizlar up to the heavens. I suppose that might suffice.
Worth a closer look, would you say?
I would.
So, I wonder if Heian theorized, based his theory on there being two things that the Allagans raised up. Like when he heard about Azizlar, I bet he was thinking, oh, I wonder if there was something else. Anyway, let's have a chat with him. From here, we should travel to Molior. There we may ask Serena about the particulars of the myth and raise the matter of an alliance with the rulers of the steppe. Unfortunately, I don't think that's not. There, unfortunately, is not a thing up there. Can I get a Falcon Porter over there? Molior, yes. I'm going to Falcon Porter it. I don't think I've ever Falcon Portered anywhere. Yeah, I've never used a Falcon Porter. I've used a Flying Chocobo from Heavensward, but only because we had to get to Falcon's Rest. I've never ridden the Falcon though, so this is cool. Very nice. It's very relaxing. We're going to land right over here somewhere. Well, it's probably going to be on there, isn't it? No? Somewhere down here? Yeah, as close as possible. That'd be great. Oh, we're going to land at the Falcon Port, I'm guessing. Yeah, there we go. Sorted. Nice and easy. That probably was quicker than we could have got here ourselves, so. Hey, Serena. How are things? Here in Sunbucks, I'm glad of your visit and the opportunity to welcome a new friend. How may we serve you? There is a matter I would discuss with the Mole. It concerns not only the people of the steppe, but of every land in the Far East. And this is where he tells her his plan. The shard of the shining moon left behind a wayfaring soul. And you need this to protect our lands? I do. My friends and I wish to find the shard and ascertain the extent of its power. Will you tell me more of the place where it lies buried? This northern crag? That is your wish. In the mountains to the north there is a cavern called the House of the Crooked Coin. Inside this cavern are pillars of stone that legend holds to be the source of Narma's power. There I believe you will find what you seek. Ah yes, I know the place. 'Tis a brisk walk from here. And what are your thoughts on an alliance? Just casually drop that in there, you know. Should the Empire return, our lands will be engulfed in a storm of conflict, whether we will it or no. If we do not stand together, we will fall apart. This I believe with all my heart. However, among the tribes of the steppe, there are those who revere Narma above all else. To them, the pillars are sacred and not to be disturbed. Should you proceed as you purpose, such tribes are like to spurn an alliance, prompting others to follow their example. That is my concern. But it is by no means that the pillars will provide the power you seek. Ere you risk the ire of the followers of Narma, might you not first visit the House of the Crooked Coin? If all is as you hope, we may then consider how best to earn their blessing. I thank you for your counsel. We will do as you suggest. I have no desire to give offence to those with whom I will join hands. Thank you for your understanding. Though the Mole may reign over the steppe today, the decision will shape the days to come, and we would not force others into a war against their will. Nor we. 100-fold stronger are they who choose to fight of their own accord. There we go. Awesome. Quest complete. See, we're smashing these quests out. Right. Stola, how we doing? The Will of the Moon. See, that looks interesting. It seems the time has come to put my skills to use. Pray lead the way to the House of the Crooked Coin. Yeah, alright then. Pray lead the way indeed. What do you want? Give me a loan. There we go. There we go. Where? Oh, that was right there. Oh, awesome. That's easy. That's cool. But yeah, awesome. So this, I think this particular quest is the one that looked most like a duty quest to me. I wasn't 100% sure, but based on the steps for this quest. Oh wait, when did I unlock flying here? Apparently I unlocked flying in this particular region of the world. Okay. No, so this particular quest is the one that looked the most like a duty quest based on the steps involved. So let's see. Hey, Owlwolf, thanks for the raid. How's your stream? And how are you doing? Oh? I don't know how much of that the mic
Such
picks
an
up.
abundance of ether.
It's an abundance of ether. Yeah, I don't know how much of the mic, how much of that the mic picks up, because I've noticed in the past when I try and do high pitched stuff, it just cuts it. Like the mic just won't pick it up, or rather, my NVIDIA broadcast software blocks it out. Which is a bit annoying, but you know.
Are we in luck?
Are we in luck? That's the question.
We are. This is an elegant artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow of ether.
Doing good, bro. How are you? Stream was alright. Need to go into my Wi-Fi and open up a couple of ports. Interesting. Okay, and why do you need to open ports? If you don't mind me asking. And I'm doing well, thanks. I'm doing well.
I strongly suspect the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the burn. That would explain how they were able to untether what became Azys La from its surroundings. But were we to throw open the floodgates, the resultant deluge would surely be sufficient to raise our wall. And in restoring the flow, we may also restore life to the wasteland.
Oh, restore life to the wasteland. That sounds good to me. What's up, you Stola? Picking up on.
What is it?
While the device itself harbors a surfeit of ether, the opposite is true of the surrounding area.
Interesting. Because the connection isn't the best, Xbox saying I get 6,200 bitrate, but it's only streaming at 4K. Should be up at what it's saying on the Xbox. I mean, 4K isn't too bad. I mean, what do I stream at? There's my performance window. I stream at 4K. I used to stream at 6K, but then, like, I think the thing is, like, unless you're a Twitch partner, you don't always get the quality options, which really sucks. And so because of that, if you stream at like a high quality and high bit rate, high quality, like high resolution, high bit rate, high, 60 FPS or whatever, yeah, it can cause problems for people who watch with the not as good internet. Like, take for example Vindex. Vindex would always have problems watching my streams. So then I lowered it to 720p 4K bit rate. I'm hoping it's better now. So, yeah. Still losing 2K bit rate on what I should be getting. Was working perfectly fine up until I changed ISP. And actually, no, that's a good point. You're right, actually. If you're actually supposed to be streaming at 6K, but you're only getting 4K, yeah, you're right. That is still bad. That's still bad. I mean, 3 to 4K is fine, but when you're supposed to be, when the Xbox is streaming at 6K, but it's not doing that, yeah, obviously you're right. That is something bad. So fair enough. Fair enough. Interesting. So who did you change to? What ISP did you change to? Go on, Stola. What's going on with the land? What's...
An effect of regulation, perhaps. A similar phenomenon seemed to be occurring in Doma. Whatever the explanation, the answer will not reveal itself here. We have seen what we needed to see. Let us return to Mol Ilo.
It dropped to 2.5K during the stream at a few points. Yeah, that's not good. Even getting buffering you on the stream. Ooh. Went from E to BT. Oh, right. I'm with BT at the minute. So fair enough. I see. Interesting. Yeah, you might have to get onto them about it or something. Because you're right. It shouldn't be doing that. So it might be worth getting onto them about it. And you know they're going to try and get out of it, and be all like, oh well, it must be something else. But obviously, the fact that it was fine before, I mean, you know, you just shove it back in their faces and say no, no, it was fine before. Because you know what companies are like. They'll try and get out of it somehow. So yeah, I called up EE when I was with them, and they sorted my ports out. Not done it with BT yet. I see. So it was something that you used to get with EE, but then you managed to like get it sorted. If that's the case, then yeah, it seems like if you call BT, they might be able to help you out with that then. You found that which you seek then. Great, great indeed is the Dust Mother's power. If naught less will suffer to protect our lands, the blessing of the other tribes might now be sought. Of course, but to which tribe should we appeal? There are many who worship Nama, but none are so fervent in their faith as the Dothraki. Their consent shall be the key. There we go. Hold on a minute, is that a flying polar bear? Yeah, yeah, I fly on a polar bear, yeah. The Dothraki, Least spoke of them, a warlike tribe possessed of unique customs and beliefs. I sense their cooperation will not be easily won. Nay, but it would be well worth the effort. The Dothraki fear nothing, death least of all, and our alliance would be greatly strengthened by their presence. Let us go to Dothraki Khal and treat with their harm. Sadu. I always forget how to say harm. I always forget like the K and the T are silent. Right. We've got to go visit these guys. Alright, let's teleport up here. Let me teleport, please. There we go. Up onto the Dawn Throne. Oh, I didn't mean to jump. Dawn Throne, there it is. Well, having said that, is there one that's closer? Yeah, actually, that one would have made more sense, but oh well. Yeah, flying polar bear. What of it? I like my flying polar bear. I have got a couple of dragons that I can fly on. The chicken. I've got the chicken, the chocobo I can fly on. Oh my god, yeah. Here we go, let's get this one out. I'm not sure this one should be flying. Oh, I should fly on this one more often. Right, Sadu, how are things? Been a while. You again. Other matters demand our time, Han. Unless it is battle you seek? Alas not. Quite the opposite, in fact. Oh yeah, that's right. These guys would gladly fight us just for the hell of it. Talking, always talking. You say the pillars hold great power. Of course they do. They are the source of Nama's strength. To the Dothraki, no place is more sacred, and we will make ash of any who would defile it. Though I see this is not your wish. You see the wisdom of our proposition, then? You will join hands with us? I said nothing of joining hands. You wish to wield Nama's power to defend these lands, and this I will allow. But for leaving this step to fight the men in Iron would have something in return. Namely? Namely battle with you, Han. Oh, with me. The Nardum ended ere it began. I would face you again, alone, without distractions. Defeat me, prove you're the stronger, and you shall have the Dothraki as your allies. Surely these are agreeable terms? Oh, absolutely. Well, this is a not wholly unexpected turn of events, though I had assumed I would be the one required to fight. Alas, the Han has made her choice. Shall we dance? Here we go. I'm happy to fight. It shall be a battle the steps shall not soon forget. Already my soul burns brighter. Prepare yourself, Han, and await me outside the car. I will gather my witnesses and join you anon. Yes, I'm happy to fight. Yeah, can we get, like, what is with this pointless, like, little discussion scene? It's not needed. Apparently we are fighting out in the wastelands. Are we going to have to do the same with those guys up there in the throne? I feel like we're going to have to. Some point. I just realised it's going to level sync me down to 70. Oh. I don't like it being level synced. That sucks. Fortunately, I don't think I've gotten any new spells, so we should be fine. It's not like we're losing anything. It just sucks if we do less damage.
Yes! This spot shall serve as well as any. I shall enjoy this Harn.
Is this truly necessary? Have you no peaceable way of making decisions?
No, Stolen. No, they do not.
Speak not of peace. You stand before proud warriors of the Dathal. In the heat of battle do our souls burn brightest. We lay low the strong that we may rise higher.
Yeah, yeah. Can we fight?
That is our way. The way of might. There is no other.
Oh, they do not want for conviction.
Indeed. It's what makes them such dangerous enemies. And such useful allies.
Enough talk! It is time to fight!
Right, let's fight then. Here we go. I should really have prepped myself with meditation. Oh, avoid that, thanks. Tell you what, let's take advantage of the time that you're facing away to stack up some meditations. And then actually use the spell. Whoa! I remember that attack. Yeah, I remember that attack. Jesus Christ. Oh, you are almost dead. There's no way this is it. This is like going to be like a several phase fight, obviously. Because, like, she's almost dead. I know I'm a higher level, but they did level sync me down. Hey, you can do what you want. That's just not going to hit me. I don't think that didn't hit me, did it? Yeah, there we go. That's not it. Come on. Yeah, there we go. I didn't think so. Oh, she's just fully healed. This is going to go on a few times, isn't it? She's going to... Yeah, I think she's going to, like, heal herself several times, and it's going to... Every time it's going to get harder and harder.
Do our souls sing!
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. No. Ow. That hurt. Let's use second wind. There we go. Yeah, we're alright. We're
Do
alright.
our souls sing!
No, leave me alone. No. Oh, I think I just avoided that. Yes. Skills. We're all good. Go on, one more crit. I just need one more crit and then I get my...
souls sing!
Bloody leave me alone. I just need one more critical attack. There we go, and then I can use that. Here we go. She's going to do it again, isn't she? Jesus Christ. Dude, learn to give up. I should really be taking that time to meditate. Hey. Please don't tell me these things are going to blow up. Please don't blow up. Oh, that's fine. I don't mind that. It's alright. I can avoid those. It's fine. Oh, she heals them. I'm just going to ignore them then. Oh, okay. Not what I was expecting. Oh, you are so almost dead. Oh, okay. You gonna get up a second time? Sorry, a fourth time? Yeah. Gonna need to shoot off row, have a sub, and catch you later. Oh, thank you. Well, you take it easy. I'm gonna try and not die. Oh, she's casting that massive spell.
In death do our souls sing!
Oh, ow, that's hurting a lot. Oh.
In death do our souls sing!
Okay, I need to avoid that. She's gonna cast that spell, I think. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
In death do our souls sing!
She's gonna cast a spell, isn't she? Oh, you might not actually. I might be able to just about sort this. Oh yeah, barely. Okay. Right, I need. There we go. I need to heal a bit because I'm really hurting. I have potions. I haven't touched my potions in a long while. Yeah, I don't mind those. That's fine. And then she cast that. That's fine. He is as good as dead. There we go. She's dead. My arms grow heavy, my eyes dim. Stay down. Oh my god, no, stay down. Shut up. You are kidding me. How many times is she gonna do this? This is mental. Okay, whoa. What? Huh? What? Do I have to kill her in 30 seconds? What in the world is this? I am so dead. I think this is literally everything. All at once. Ow.
In death do our souls sing!
Yeah, this is like literally everything all at once. Oh, shoot. Oh, yes, I think I got away from that. Kind of.
In death do our souls sing!
Yeah, can you stop saying that, please? This is horrible. Oh my god, I don't think I'm gonna make it. God, just come on. Ow. Jesus Christ. Let's try that again. We might lower it to, yeah, we're gonna put it on easy just because I want to get through it. The last time we had to reduce a difficulty level for a duty, we're gonna skip through this because we've seen this already. Last time we had to lower the difficulty on a duty, it was a lot easier, like massive difference. So yeah, this should be interesting. And again, I forgot to meditate. Not good. We should be alright. We should be alright. We should be fine. Yeah, she's basically dead already. Like 28%. This is so much different. There we go. A lot easier. A lot easier. I think I had to heal, didn't I, between first and second round? Maybe.
In death do our souls sing!
I'll be honest, the one thing I really like about Final Fantasy XIV over WoW is the fact that all you have to do is avoid the telegraph. Once the oh, there we go. Once the telegraph's gone, you can walk right into the actual animation and effect of this of some spells. I will admit there are some that they do have a lasting effect. But I just like that you can, generally speaking, Yeah, I should really get out of the... Ow. Yeah, generally speaking, you just have to avoid the telegraph. That's it. There we go. That's the first time I've had to actually heal in this fight. And yeah, I think that's really cool. There we go. So is this the one where she summons the two? Yeah, here we go. So this should be alright. This should be nice and easy, to be honest. Yeah, see, this one's already half dead.
In death do our souls sing!
That one's dead. See, that's how it's done. It's easy. It's easy when it's on easy.
In death do our souls sing!
Like, we may very well have been able to do it that second time, like this time on normal. You know, I just kind of wanted to get it done. We also haven't had much in terms of our Forbidden Chakra, have we? So that's interesting. Yep, it does the grid thing. We just avoid it. Because, you know, it's easy. I do like that grid mechanic, though. I think it's really cool. There we go. You're downed. Right, I think this is the final one, isn't it? Where she, like, summons the meteor. And we have to avoid everything. Is that right? Is that this one?
How it burns!
Yes. Oh, there's literally a meteor up there. So far, we're doing alright. She's at 50%. Just gotta avoid these guys.
Sing.
Good for you. Drop that. Smash it. See, it's so much easier. I might as well just stand this one. There we go. It's so much easier on easy. So, yeah. Oh well. I don't mind.
Yes, yes! Not since the Nardum has my soul burned so!
Christ.
Come, we have only just begun.
No, shut up. No, not again. Kidding me.
Enough!
Oh, there we go.
You were not granted leave to set the steppe ablaze.
Thank you so much. The
Well,
only problem
well,
here.
the sun has come out to play.
Oh, the only problem is every time he meets a new woman, it's just, are you my Nama? He's going to do that to your stoner, isn't he?
Be gone, Moonstruck Oranir! I am busy!
Fool of a Dothal! Have you forgotten the face of your master already? The sun will never set! From his seat on high, he reigns over all, now and forever.
Is that what he says? Are you my Nama? I don't think he's met his
What should
story
he
yet.
find here but a battle to determine the fate of the steppe? A battle waged without his blessing. This will not stand.
This will not stand.
You, Doman! You who come to petition the warriors of this land, forget that all Nama's children are wards of the Oranir. As first among my brothers, your petition is mine alone to judge.
These words are as wind from a horse's backside. Plentiful, but your act sings more sweetly. Let her speak for you.
Insolent child. You will learn your place!
Are these two going to start fighting now? Am I gonna... No, he's gonna stop him. Okay.
Forgive me, Brother Magni, but we have an arrangement with the Dothal. We will not abide any interruptions.
Are we gonna have to fight both of them. Oh.
So be it. The sun will pass judgment on all. Didacul, join me.
I don't like this. I think we're gonna have to fight her while they fight him. Oh, come on. No.
The sun is in good company. We may dance alone.
Dude, I've knocked you down like 6 times. Learn to give in.
Beg
Learn
not
to
for
die.
mercy, for you will have none. Bear witness to the power and the glory of Azim!
She just doesn't know how to die, that's all. It's not in her skill set. I'm surprised.
Constantly at each other's throats like rabid dogs. Gods, I'm turning into her.
That Matoya.
I have not the patience for this. But if we must fight, let us at least be brief. Come.
Yeah, because she was Matoya's student, wasn't she? Yeah, he hasn't done the whole infatuation, oh, you my Nama thing yet. Apparently we're this is still happening. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, I'm playing as Yustola. Oh my good lord. No, not what I was expecting. Okay, interesting. Oh, I need to avoid that.
Die!
That's an instant cast. Okay. Right. Well, you obviously want me to hit you because you are not letting me get away from you. Am I doing this right? I'm hurting a lot. Not really well. When you can hear yourself like that, what class is your Stola? It doesn't say. Like I'm no
Bow
idea.
down before me.
Okay, this looks like it's. Can I destroy that? Yes, I can. Can I attack Magni, please? Thank you.
Kneel or die!
I'll die, thanks. Can you stop doing that? I don't think I got out of that. Oh, I did. Sweet. Oh my god, Ian, you bastard. Oh, Ian, stop dying.
Kneel or
I'm
die!
gonna be honest. I think this is a really cool way of getting someone used
Mark
to
well and learn.
a new class. Right, Ian, let me just.
Concentrate.
Okay, well, he just dealt. I healed, and then he dealt all of the damage back. Oh, for God's sake,
Kneel or
Ian.
die!
Dude, you need to stop that. Ow. Oh, I need to heal me. I need to heal me. Heal, please. Dude, leave me alone. Oh my god, Ian, bud, you are so dead. Oh, I don't like when you walk all the way over there and do this bloody stupid
Bow
stuff.
down before me!
Okay, well, sure.
Mark well and learn!
Ian, you annoy me because you have to sit in the bloody AoE, don't you? You couldn't move. There we go. I don't know if I avoided that. Oh, I did. Sweet.
Kneel or die!
I thought I was casting. Oh, I interrupted that just a bit too late. I think I stepped into that. I didn't. Sweet. Right. Ian, don't die, please.
Bow down before me!
Oh my good lord, leave me alone. Oh. No, okay,
Tremble
never mind.
before the sun!
I don't think we should bother with those because he should hopefully be dead by then. Because, I mean, these things, they aren't just being destroyed easy. Oh, hey, Ian. Please wait
Let
for
us
me.
be about it!
Okay, what are you doing? Cool. I'm happy with that. Oh, don't chain this up. That's just naughty. Yeah, what? Sun sees all. Okay. Now fool. No, you fool. Okay, I don't like that. Oh, bloody active time maneuver. Okay. No, not really. I'm clicking.
Yeah.
There we go. That's how it's done. And it's time to finish this.
To me!
Why didn't we do this at the start? Because we didn't have the LB, whatever.
Have at you!
Did we win? Oh, there he goes. What strength, what grace is this? Are you my Nama? It is Nama, and am I getting it right? We'll see in a sec. He's going to say it, isn't he? If he doesn't.
Never have I felt such bliss in defeat.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
'Twas a battle to burn soul and flesh to ash. We Dothal will lend you our strength as promised. Nama's power is yours to wield.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What does the sun say to that?
The sun is not driven by base motives such as yours. But they have been judged and found worthy.
Good. That's what we like to hear.
It is the way of the Oranir to accord recognition and respect to the strong. You have made sufficient proof of your strength. The sun shall answer your call.
Right.
You have our thanks. We are glad to call you allies.
You? By what are you called?
Here we go.
You just told her. Why?
That's what I'm wondering. Why?
Are you?
Is he gonna say it?
Are you my Nama?
He said it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe you said it.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, that's an appropriate response.
In battle, you shone with all the majesty of the full moon's light. Your healing touch, the embodiment of the Dusk Mother's love. Long had I wondered if my Nama might not be a woman of the steppe. Beholding you, I am all but certain. Now, look into my eyes. Could it be? Could you be?
What's she gonna say? What's she gonna say?
I am not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
She's already got one other son. One's more than enough. She doesn't need another. Oh, bless him. Oh.
Little son! Little son!
Oh, she's gonna run with that now, isn't she? I love it.
Does it pain you, little son? Crave you salve to soothe the ache? Fire to sear the wound in your heart?
You're so mean. Oh, not again. No.
We have wasted enough time here. Siren awaits for word of our success.
Yes, exactly. Let's just leave them to it. Oh my god, that was the best thing ever. Oh. It's good fun. I like that. I like that a lot. He's whenever he sees a woman, and that's right, and she's strong. Are you my Nama? It's just ridiculous. Right. You had not only to contend with Sardi, but Magnai too. Such a fierce battle that must have been. Yet here you stand triumphant. Having passed such a test, they could not well deny you their allegiance. The mole will take no such demands. Weak though we are, we will gladly stand with you. The steppe is our home, and we will defend it with all our being. You have my heartfelt thanks. All of the tribes of the steppe, there is none I would rather have at my side. God's willing, many more will rally to our cause. I shall send you word when we have answers from all the tribes. I cannot thank you enough, Serena. None of this would have been possible without you. Turn that one in. And now it's time for the call. Eustola would see the Aether flow once more. We have the requisite consent. Now it's time to put Nama's power to use. If the Aether flows as planned, all that remains is to have the Ironworks engineers do their work at the ruins. Come, let us return to the House of the Crooked Coin. Yeah, nice and easy, because that's just what, up top, I think. Did me and Serena just like have the exact same emote? I think we did. Right, and because I can fly, I can just fly up here. Like, why didn't I do that the first time? But yeah. That was good fun, that fight. Jesus Christ, though, can she fight? Holy smokes! But yeah, that was good fun. And whatever class Eustola is, that was right, actually. To be honest, it was quite good. I'm not a massive fan of having to cast and not be able to move. So I can't see that being a class being a job that I'm going to really get into big time, but it was alright. I think it would be good fun maybe in Deep Dungeons or something, or just at the start, I guess. I don't know. Something to play around with. So. Right. I should begin at once. You may wish to step back. Yeah. Well, that person step back. That person round back. A bit weird having a character that can literally control Aether. I wonder how, like, what this feels like. I wonder how Eustola controls it and how it feels to her controlling the Aether. Interesting. Then having said that, we can use the Aethernet, so maybe we hold some kind of control over it as well. Just obviously not quite to this extent. Otherwise, we'd be doing it and not Ustola. Cool. Job done. He looks tuckered out. Bless her.
Did it work?
So I'm wondering.
It did. Aether may flow freely to the burn once more.
Hey! Question is, did we just like screw over Azazlar? Like, if we go to Azazlar right now, is the barrier going to be gone? I don't remember did we destroy the barrier? We might have destroyed the barrier anyway. Oh. I do not pretend to understand what you did, Ustola, but you did it. Thanks to you and Sunbucks, of course, we have taken a momentous step towards securing our defences. Now, as much as I believe the rest is in order, we should probably make haste back to the Enclave. Yeah. Agreed, and the others may already have returned from their missions, and I would know how things stand. As would I. Without further ado, then. We'll go back to the Enclave. Is that where we end? No, that is not where we end the quest. Bugger. Diamond Enclave, here we go. Yeah, while we're teleporting, how are we looking in this particular quest? Oh my god, Jesus Christ. There's like, talk to 4 more people. Which, I mean, isn't crazy, I guess, but it's whatever. Right. Okay. Pop into the King Khan and have a chat with Alisei, apparently. Hey, Alisei, how'd it go? Judging by your triumphant expressions, I take it all went well on the Asm step. Indeed, we have secured a suitable energy source of energy for the barrier. Good. Tachara and I have commissioned Garland Ironworks to ensure that the field generators function as they should. A team of engineers stand ready to set out for the burn at a moment's notice. You need only say the word. I thank you for engaging their services on our behalf. The minutiae of the arrangement you may leave to me. Which just leaves the small matter of our alliance, so Yugiri and Hakuro. How fared you with our neighbours? My lord, all of the factions we approached are in agreement that the Empire poses a threat, and many responded positively to talk of an alliance. From Hinagashi to Suino Sato, however, we received outright rejections. The former will not break its treaty with the Empire, and the latter will not involve itself in conflict. Just as we expected then. Well, there is naught to be done about it. We must focus on the rest. To each of the nations that were amenable to an alliance, I will personally send a missive. And once I have attended to that, I believe we have done everything we can to fortify Doma's defences, for the time being at least. All of which means that I may leave for the meeting in Alamigo a lighter heart. Yugiri, Hakuro, if you would be so kind as to hold the fort in my absence. My friends, we could not have achieved so much in so little time without your help. For that I give my heartfelt thanks. Till the meeting then. Take it now we're going to go to the meeting. I took the liberty of asking Thancred to attend as well. He should have arrived in the Alamigan Quarter by now. Then let us not keep him waiting, shall we? I thought Thancred was going anyway, and I thought he agreed to take over for us. Is that no? Apparently I'm going mental. Right, let's go have a chat with Thancred. Chat with Thancred in the Alamigan Quarter. Can I get to it from here? No, I have to go up this way, don't I? Yeah. Can I get around here? Yeah, yes I can. There he is. Hey, bud. Your stoner has told me all, and I duly... Well, my bad, I put quick there. Kral in particular was concerned about Alphino, but I assured her that everything that can be done is being done. She agreed to continue with her own tasks for the time being, on the condition that I contact her the moment there is any development. So that leaves the four of us to attend the council. Ironvold is here to assist with security, incidentally, though the poor lad seems altogether too distracted for the task. Another one missing Alphino, I expect. But it is almost time. As soon as you are ready, present yourself to the guardsmen of the palace entrance. I shan't be far behind. Okay, speak with the resistance guard. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Welcome to Alamigo. The Alliance leaders have already arrived. May I show you to the meeting chamber? Yeah, go on. Several cutscenes are playing sequence. Yeah. Yada yada yada. This always happens on the penultimate quest of a patch.
Mistress Lys, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure to formally welcome the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean Alliance.
Good.
The pleasure is ours, Your Grace. I know I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to stand with our comrades of the Alliance.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Lord Hien of Dorma, at your service.
There he is.
Accept my heartfelt thanks for your generous invitation.
Yeah.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you for journeying so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have played in bringing all of us together.
We have not heard his voice in a very, very long time. And it's different. It's the same actor.
In times of great unrest, you and yours have been our constant companions, without whom we would not be here.
Yeah, same actor, I can tell. But obviously you can tell that this was recorded much later. So, you can tell he's
With
not doing it the
apologies
same way.
to Lord Hien and Mistress Alize, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
The day I lost my arm.
Oh, right, yeah.
My freedom. As I lay in my cell, never did I dream that I would one day be given the chance to represent my homeland at this council.
I'm also pretty sure, I think that's the same voice actor, but he's doing it slightly differently.
I would not even be alive had you not plucked me from the jaws of death. You, Yugiri, and Alphino. Would that the lad could be with us.
I'm not even convinced it is the same actor. Did they change the voice actor again?
I too owe my presence here to Alphino, in so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work as best I can.
She also sounds slightly different. It's almost, I tell you what, I know what it is. I think it's almost like they recorded all the voice lines with them all hunched over like this. Like, I genuinely think they probably recorded the voice lines with them sat in chairs like this. And so you don't get the whole, like, when you do your voice acting, you're supposed to be, you know, stood up. Well, not necessarily stood up, but you have to, like, straight back, you know, lungs full of air, being able to, like, properly speak. And, yeah, I think they did this voice acting session here with them all, like, huddled over. That's how it sounds.
Come, friends. Let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future. My Lord Hien, pray, tell us how things stand in the east.
With the exception of Nanamo, obviously. Like, she sounds exactly the same as she was as, yeah. Right. Go on, tell us how it's going. He doesn't want to tell us, obviously. He's going to tell Nanamo.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
She also sounds different.
The Empire will not so easily change its ways.
She sounds the same.
If the Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations.
But she very much, again, sounds like she's huddled over. I think that sounds like the same voice actor we heard last time. I'll be honest, it has been a long time since we heard Merlewood talk. But yeah, I think that's the same voice actor we last heard.
But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
Okay, well, yeah, go on.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river, and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Ascians.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions.
Yeah.
They who bestowed upon him the secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
See, now this is what I think. I think that's going to be a Shadowbringers thing, personally. I can't see us getting that knocked out in the next 8 quests. Just
While
saying.
I see the wisdom in targeting the Ascians, an assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic. Subterfuge.
Oh yeah? What you got in mind?
You have an idea? Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the Scions, and you mayhap best of all.
Yeah, actually, I think Thancred probably is the only person here with the knowledge on this particular subject, because he himself was possessed.
Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus. We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
Okay.
Well, it does have the ring of truth about it. And were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
Sure.
But
maybe,
at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
No, yeah, well, you're stupid.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around the Empire.
True,
Ultimately,
yeah.
however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
I like it, I like
Just
it.
as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne. It is no coincidence that one of Varus's first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent, family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however.
Interesting, okay.
There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces would be too enticing to ignore.
I like it.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial territory. With a team of operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
More than, I guess.
Doma already has shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
So my only concern is that Thancred might get body snatched again.
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity. 'Twas his plot that scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
Go. Oh. Uh-oh.
That way. Sorrow.
Oh, hold on a second. That voice. No. Is he back? That was,
Must be changed.
Yeah, that's, the Warrior of Darkness guy. He's voiced by Gendry? Was that right? I think it's Gendry from Game of Thrones. It's that voice. It's the same voice. We're going to say who is this, but I'm pretty sure it's the Warrior of Darkness guy. I don't know his name.
Ahead looms a calamity. Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life. Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
I'm going to be honest. The more he talks, the less I'm sure that it's him.
There's a voice.
It makes sense. Only the silence could hear it. Aether, because, yeah.
Spies in our midst.
Nay, I sense no such presence.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
I reckon it's the Warrior of Darkness guy. But yeah, it would make sense that... I mean, you would have thought Lise would detect it.
Is it over?
You can imagine, obviously it was aimed at us. Stola would be like, she would hear it as well, and then you would expect these two to be able to feel its presence. And Lise as well.
Master Thancred!
I mean, maybe because Lise isn't Ida. I don't know.
12 for Fend.
The fact that Thancred fell over there, I don't know. That's a bit weird.
Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready.
You know, God, that was cool though. That was really cool.
Swiftly.
That was really cool. I'm not sure now. I think it was the Warrior of Darkness, but the more he was talking, the less I recognised it as him.
Master Thancred remains in slumber. Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
It was that first voice line that tipped me off to it, though. That first voice line was like, no, that's not him, isn't it?
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, my lady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
Well, thank you.
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors. Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Yeah, sure, here you go.
Alize and I heard a voice in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
Yes.
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely?
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing it was Heideland's realm. That's usually where we go with these echo
testimony
headaches.
confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh. Called.
Interesting. Okay.
Called.
Ring ring? We were being ring ring?
I myself examined Thancred.
Was he? Let me guess. His soul was plucked from his body.
Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul.
So his soul was actually plucked from his body. They attempted to do it to us, but they were successful with him.
That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of Aether. A consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian Lahabrea.
Right. I mean, you would have thought, though, that your Stola would suffer the same. Being a heightened sensitivity to Aether, I'm just saying.
The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
Hmm. Okay.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
That's what I want to know.
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend. Don't worry. I'll see to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
All right.
Thank you, Lys.
Although I suspect it may take an entire expansion.
As the Elder Seedseer says, 'tis no ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
Yeah.
Whoever or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
So I'm not sure. I can't remember much from when we dealt with the Warriors of Darkness. I know that we had like a final confrontation with Heidelin. Like, Minfilia had to sort of be the mediator, essentially. But I thought we'd solved that. I thought we'd sent them back. Like, we'd restored their world, hadn't we? Is that not what happened? Oh. I just tried to call Urianger on his link pearl. He didn't respond, but I dare to hope that he possesses some knowledge we do not. Ah, Urianger, something happened during the meeting. Thancred's collapsed. A disembodied voice suddenly started... What? But that... We should talk about this in person. Alright, we'll meet you there. Something tells me all of the Scions, Urianger included, had the experience as well. That was Urianger. He heard the voice too. In Thanalan, as we alone were afflicted at the meeting, I had my suspicions, but if the voice also spoke to Urianger, there can be little doubt the Scions were targeted specifically. By whom and to what this end is the question. One to which we must find an answer with all possible haste. Absolutely. Even got a new emote. Endure. Thank you. Right, Prelude in Violet. Alice is eager to rendezvous with Urianger. Urianger agreed to meet us at the Rolling Stones. If any of the others had heard the voice, we'll find out soon enough. This should be interesting. I wonder if every Scion did, or if it's just a specific few. Because I know that we... like, say, for example, Arenvold is one of the Scions, but he's not one of, like, the main bunch, you know. it'd be interesting. Good luck. I should get back to the meeting with the Elder Seas here, but if there's anything I can do, anything at all, you must let me know, alright? Promise me. Yes, miss. Right, let's be on our way. Right, let's be on our way to the Rolling Stones. It's going to take us there automatically, isn't it? You know it is. I love the instant teleports. The cutscene teleports. Yeah, because, I mean, theoretically speaking, loads, like, everyone in here is a Scion.
Urianger! God, it's good to see you.
So did everyone get the vision, or was it just, like, the main bunch, you know? Like, did Alpha get it?
Meeting were under happier circumstances. I judged the voice sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect on our comrade.
Yeah. Of course, Urianger would know, wouldn't he? Like, he's the,
You heard it
the
too,
know-it-all.
then?
Like, he's the one who's, if we're going to know anything, it's him. Also, did Tataru hear the voice? Interesting.
Aye. And all but certainly at the selfsame instant. Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Ascians doing?
So, okay, so in regards to the Warriors of Darkness, was Thancred and Ustola out of the Aether by that point? I don't remember.
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known.
No, they would have been, because Thancred actually helped us track down the Warriors of Darkness when they fought with the... oh, God. Ravana, is that the one? General Grievous.
Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
Ah, well, he's not here.
To Alamigo, then, without further delay.
To Alamigo, then?
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
Thou referest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation. Yes, I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
See, this is worrying, because didn't she say earlier that this is exactly what happened right before the last calamity?
Indeed not. Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin. Naturally, my suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
Yeah.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Absolutely.
Indeed. I shall make it my task to...
Oh, ooh. Are we... is it happening again?
The voice. It calleth to me once more.
Right. Is it only Urianger? This isn't good. This really... oh, no, it's not just Urianger. I was going to say...
I hear it too.
I was going to say, it's really not good if they're just targeting Urianger, because before they had to spread their power against, like, across every Scion, and they still got Thancred. If they're all targeting Urianger, he's screwed. But it's Stola 2. I reckon it's going to hit us all. Alice next. Boom. Okay,
Only
both
you.
of us.
Only you.
Only what?
No! Ishtola! Urianger!
Oh, that's what I have to click on.
Throw wide, The gates.
Very wide what gates? What? Right, who lost their soul? Because I'm getting the...
No, this can't be happening!
Urianger did. Yeah. Oh, both of them did. Shoot. I was going to say, like, they're picking us off one by one. Well, in this case, two by two.
Urianger, open your eyes!
Oh, no. Oh, shoot.
Open your eyes, I beg you.
Uh-oh. He was supposed to be the knowledgeable one.
Not again. Please, not again.
So who's left? Tataru, Anasay, and Alphino. Throw wide the gates. What gates? Well, I'm going to be honest. Now I can see why this quest is Alisay, 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 Alisay. We speak to Alisay 4 times in this quest, and those are the only 4 steps. It's because Alisay's the only one remaining. Oh my god, bless her. Forgive me, that was an unseemly display. It happened before your very eyes, my lady. None here would have behaved any differently. We have borne 2 of them to a private chamber. But tell me, is it true that Master Tancred languishes in a like state in Alamigo? I'm afraid so, though, given the circumstances, it would seem best to observe them together. I will send word to Lys that he should be brought here. Take heart, my lady. The world is full of scholars and knowledgeable folk of every persuasion. Someone out there is bound to know what ails our comrades and how it may be cured. Thus we will rouse them, no matter what. That we will, Hori, that we will. But first things first, our comrades will have questions. May I ask that you explain the situation to them? I must attend to a private matter. Oh, I promised I'd visit someone in Limsa Luminsa. He's been waiting at Maelstrom Command for a while now. You know, you should come along too. I think he'd be glad to see you. Who is that? Is it Pippin? No, Pippin would be the Flames. No, of course, yeah, because Pippin is now the Flame General. I'm not sure. Who? Speak of Alisay at Maelstrom Command. Who could it be at Maelstrom Command? I mean, the only... I mean, is it a pirate? Is it one of the pirate captains? No, someone that Alisay's been talking to. I'm not sure. Genuinely, I have absolutely no... I mean, Prelude and Violet. Genuinely, I have no idea. Oh, Garbu. Oh, okay. As you probably guessed, it's Garbu we come to see. The private here will bring him out to us. Ever since the Maelstrom took him in, I tried to visit as often as I can, and after what befell of our friends, I was taken by the urge to visit again. It's difficult to explain. Garbu's the little goblin, wasn't he? Is that right? Oh god. Pretty sure Garbu was a little goblin. I think. Maybe. Yeah, it was. Okay, yeah. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest.
Here he is, my lady.
Thank you. Where is he? There he is. What? How's it going?
Gabu, it's been too long.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
Oh.
I see. You're still fighting.
That's right, because we... Okay, so everyone that becomes enthralled by a primal, we presumed that that's it. Once they've been affected by a primal, there's no way out of it, and you just have to kill them. You just have to kill those people, because that's it. They're mindless from that point onwards. And so this thing happened to Garbu. Essentially, Garbu became enthralled by Titan, I think it was. It was our Titan hard fight, I think. Obviously, they didn't want to kill Garbu. He's a little kid. And so they sent him off to see if he would ever recover. The way I see it is they're kind of using him as an experiment, but that's more of a side effect if they just wanted to keep him alive. But you know, a byproduct of keeping him alive is that you then monitor him and see if he ever gets better, if he can ever recover from a primal's influence. But as you can see, still hasn't worn off. So
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. So I'll have to wait and see.
We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphino and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet. You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens?
That's right. If I remember correctly, that night, that would, like, you know, because there was a cutscene of us at night with Garbu and Alice, I think it was. I'm assuming it was based on this discussion, where we were out in, you know, under the starry sky, and it was nice. It was relaxing. But yeah, Garbu obviously didn't respond to anyone at that point either.
So. I was feeling pretty low back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones. Not like now.
No, you got no one. Bless her.
I've seen my share of trouble since coming to Eorzea. Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well.
Aww.
But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear.
It's alright, we're gonna get him back. You don't have to bear this burden alone, we'll say that. Although, I will admit, I'm fully expecting...
No, I don't, you're right. It's pure arrogance to imagine I can solve everything by myself. You'd think I'd have learned that by now. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
I'm fully expecting Alice to collapse by the end of this quest. I suspect that we will be the only remaining scions standing.
Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day.
Although if that's the case, who's going to give us our final 7 quests?
Come on. We have friends to save.
We have friends to save. Yes, we do. So he is responsive. He's like, he responds to his surroundings and stuff. He just doesn't talk, which is, Anyway, speak of Alice. Let's return to the Rolling Stones and take it from there. Thanks again for agreeing to come. It meant a lot to me. And this is it. We're going to turn it in at the Rolling Stones. But yeah. It's heavy stuff. Right. Anyway, so the plan is for us to finish the post-Stormblood stuff on Wednesday and Thursday. Well, Wednesday and Thursday. We'll see whether it takes us, whether we can complete it all Wednesday or if it's going to have to go into Thursday. But the idea is that we either start Shadowbringers on Thursday or on Saturday. We're going to wing it, But having said that, we do have a month. Because Endwalker got delayed. It got delayed by 2 weeks. We would have only had 2 weeks, or... yeah, about 2 weeks to complete Shadowbringers, which we weren't going to do. And I don't even think we're going to be able to complete Shadowbringers in 4 weeks anyway. Chances are I'll still be doing Shadowbringers when Endwalker launches, and that's fine. I would like to have finished it before, but it doesn't really matter. It's fine. Anyway, let's have a chat with Alice and end this quest. I did some thinking on the way back, and I think Hori is right. We need to seek outside help. Ordinarily, we would turn to our own experts on such matters, but they're both among the stricken. I will begin by reaching out to the myriad guilds and research institutions here in Eorzea. Additionally, the grandfather and Minfilia had a wealth of connections between them, and I mean to explore those avenues too. We'll find a way to save everyone, mark my words. Much and more has happened in recent days, some of it for the good, some not so. But all around me, people continue their fight. From the shinobi who search for Alphino to the Alliance members who make ready to move against the Empire, they march on in the face of great adversary, bearing heavy burdens. Everyone is playing their part, and so must I. You have your own part to play, I know, and it's bigger than most, so I won't keep you. Just promise that you'll visit from time to time, and I promise I'll have good tidings to share with you when you do. Interesting. She's making it sound like we're leaving her for a bit, which I'm guessing we are. Straight into a cutscene, apparently. There you go. And this is oh, here we go. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace, we've got a whole patch without this. This is going to be great. Okay, so it's Varys and Assi and Xenos.
The Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart.
Are you sure? He's not saying the one word.
Words for me. Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly. Why do you hesitate?
There we go. I think that pretty much confirms that Elidibus has taken control of Xenos' body.
Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave. Father.
Must be so weird for Varys. He knows his son's dead, and he knows that that's not his son. It must be so weird for him. Like to hear his son's voice, to see his son's face, but not be his son.
I should be the one to sigh.
What's that? What?
I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then, thanks to Lahabrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back.
Hello, who are you?
Elidibus was ever a warrior. A most tiresome trait, would you not agree?
Right.
What? Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery.
Does Varys have another son?
Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms.
I'm sorry, what? Grandson?
You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern.
I'm sorry. Let me get it straight. Has an Ascian also taken hold of his granddad's body? Is that what's going on here?
Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it.
I see, this is Solace, right, okay.
Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read.
Yeah, I was literally about to say, it wasn't Varys' grandfather Solace the one who built the empire? Yes, it was Solace, yeah.
I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know.
So the question is, has an Ascian also taken over Solace's body? I'm not being funny, but you would have thought that that would be rotting by now.
The founding father was an Ascian.
Oh.
And he created the empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos.
Is he basically saying he's an... Okay. What? So is he an Ascian then? Is he actually an Ascian?
I merely do my duty.
Or is it that an Ascian has taken his body?
To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power. And there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns.
Okay.
To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alag.
Okay, so he wants to kick off another calamity, and the way things are going right now, I think he's getting there. Yeah, I think he's getting quite close, considering, yeah, the fact that, you know, all of the signs are there. Oh. What happened there? Interesting. Well, I mean, if Solace really is an Ascian, I don't...
Fiends are overfond of your own voices.
I don't think that's going to have done much. If he truly is an Ascian, we've seen what happens before.
Man is the master of his own destiny.
Yeah, we've seen what happens when an Ascian dies. They just come back. So, no, this is the question. Right, okay. That answers my question.
Such a waste of time and energy, both yours and mine.
So that tells me that it's not an Ascian in his body. He is an Ascian. Because his other body's on the floor there. That's exactly what happens to an Ascian. If it was an Ascian inhabiting Solas's body, that body would have just risen again.
You are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses.
Yeah,
it will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game.
Yeah, so there's currently 2 of Solus's body, which confirms that Solus himself is an Ascian. That's crazy. So, can Ascian have children?
Do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand.
So, does the child of an Ascian become an Ascian, or are they not? Because he, like Varys said, you people, you Ascians. So is he himself not an Ascian?
Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
Hold on a second. That means there's conflicting views, because the Empire's purpose is to destroy primals. Ascian's purpose is to bring primals and bring calamities. Hold on a second, that's conflicting. What's going on there? Because he just said our purpose is the same, but obviously not. I'm so confused. Is he going to shoot him again? No, I don't think so. That was interesting. That was really cool. I like that. That was a good bit of lore. Meanwhile, at the Resistance encampment somewhere in the Empire, Jesus Christ, so many cutscenes. Yes, there he is. There's Alfie and our mysterious Ascian Slayer. What? What's this one on? I've completely forgotten what voice I gave him. Are they all dead? It's not good, is it? Not good at all. Oh, I know. I wonder if they've had their souls plucked. Oh, cooled rather. Cooled. Dead. All dead. Yet I see no wounds, nor any evidence of battle. I think they've had their souls plucked. Wonder if he knows about it. Seeing as he's the Ascian Slayer, you know. Oh, here we go. Damn them! They finally used it. The Empire developed an alchemical weapon in Giribania. A gas, Black Rose it was called, and to breathe it is to breathe your last. And that did this? I think that answers that one then. I thought the project abandoned and its vile fruit destroyed, but naught else could have wrought such atrocity. Fools. What do they hope to gain with this butchery? Can they not see that a rule won through terror will not endure? How many more provinces must they lose? Interesting stuff. Nay, wait. This is not the work of men but monsters. The Ascians. It cannot be a coincidence that their trail led us here. Their objective was never to rule, but to sow strife and discord. Such a crime does indeed bear the mark of the bringers of chaos. Black Rose cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Ascians and put an end to their plot. Okay. Sure. Brilliant. Amazing stuff. So they weren't cooled, they were gassed. They were killed by gas. Biological warfare, well, chemical warfare rather. Yeah, chemical warfare. There we go. That completes that quest. But that is where I'm going to be calling it for today. Well, this has been fun. We've got 7 more quests to do until we're into Shadowbringers. Although, having said that... No, yes. 7 more quests to do before we're into Shadowbringers. What I was going to say was that we've also got class quests to do, but I'm probably just going to do those off stream. Because I did pull up an MSQ list of quests, and it does show you what's required for certain quests, and it did mention that for the 5.0 MSQ, you do have to have completed your level 70, I think. Oh no, I think it's up to your level 80. Yeah, I think it's up to your level 80 class quest. And seeing as Shadowbringers is supposed to be 70 to 80 content, I would imagine that requirement doesn't kick in until more towards the end of the expansion, or thereabouts, at least not right at the beginning, I should hope. So I do intend on doing that at some point in advance anyway, so it won't come up as an issue. But yeah, like I said, that is where I'm going to call it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will be live again on Wednesday, or at least I should be, from ideally 7 PM UK time. We'll have to wait and see. I know at the moment at work things are a bit hectic, so it may end up being 8 PM, just like today was, or if it's going to be very, like, again, depends on how hectic work is, but it could go forwards to 9 PM. So any point between 7 and 9 PM UK time, I will be live on Wednesday and Thursday, and then over the weekend we're going to be going back to our 7 PM UK time start, because obviously on the weekend I don't have to work, so on the weekend it'll be 7 PM UK time, and that'll be both Saturday and Sunday, where we're going to be doing Shadowbringers by that point. I definitely expect us to be on Shadowbringers by Saturday, if not Thursday. We'll wait and see. We'll see how far we get on Wednesday. But yeah, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, night, morning, whatever it is, day, blah, blah, blah. Appreciate it. I'll see everyone on